wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody.
What's up?
How are you, buddy?
Just watched Jamaica not qualify for the 4x1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shocking.
Listen, not everybody's Usain Bolt, dude.
Well, in other news, I did watch China qualify for the finals.
That's cool.
I'm just saying, like, this is a couple. These Olympics sometimes catch you off guard.
Sure.
I didn't know there was that many black people that lived in the Netherlands.
Tangibles.
He had Andrew Jones.
Yeah,
for the Netherlands World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
glorious.
it run. Also, Germany got some sprinters. It's just like the Olympics is a weird thing to watch. So I was watching watch a little golf, going back and forth to the sprinting.
They're still golfing?
Women.
Oh, all right.
They can't all golf at the same time.
They got volleyball right now.
Oh, volleyball's going. Well, we got
watching butt tapping.
That's true. That's why I went back to my days at Barry University, being a ball boy for the University of Puerto Rico.
Very smart.
Get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Dolphins off today. They will be back at it tomorrow.
So the day off
preseason action. Yeah, I believe so.
Not even walk through nothing? Oh, okay.
I don't think they're doing anything today, dude.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's weird. That's odd. Right?
I think they're just doing joint practice and getting after it.
Usually you have joint practice, then you might not do much. But then, dude, can I just tell you?
Sure.
When Bill was a coach, the day before the game, we had full practice, pads, everything. And here's where his words: stop complaining. You're only going to play like 10 plays tomorrow.
Fair point. Fair point.
I guess I'm just amazed at how, things have changed, and not necessarily how they changed. I always wonder what's the benefit, because you can't get yourself ready for hitting without hitting.
Right.
Right. There's certain aspects of football you can't get your body and your mind ready for unless you actually experience it.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, it's different strokes. Mike McDaniel pretty much said yesterday that Tua's not playing in the preseason. I don't imagine many of their key players are. The Chiefs, they're playing Mahomes. So.
But that's old. I would say Andy Reid is old school, right? Yep. But you need here. The way football is now, sometimes that quick start is not only important for your standings, but important for your psyche as far as where you are, right? If you start the season trying to catch up because there's things you haven't done, for example, a running back who's never been tackled, if the first time you get tackled all year is in the first game, how are you going to know, how to protect your body or hold on to the football or, how to prepare for those collisions? if you've never done it, that first hit is going to be like a shock.
Sure.
So you need to experience certain things. I mean, even with Tua, and I know, how we do quarterbacks now, but there's a difference in a guy holding a stopwatch saying you're holding it long and a big old defensive lineman telling you you're holding it too long.
For sure.
You need to experience that. And without those experiences, how are we gonna, going into the season? Because I would hate, especially this team, right? Nobody's gonna understand if they start off slow because nobody played in the preseason. Nobody ain't gonna give a damn about that.
No,
and
definitely
so
not.
That's why I always worry about stuff like that, which is the same problem I have with the Jets. Like, they may sit Aaron Rodgers. He ain't played football in a year.
I think most people are doing it like this, unless you have a rookie.
I know.
I mean, not everybody. I mean, Jordan Love's playing, Mahomes is playing, so not everybody's doing it, but it does feel like most teams go the route of put everybody on ice until you absolutely have to.
And I'm curious, and keep in mind you get an extra week.
Yeah, that's been for a while.
Right? But I am curious to see the numbers of those that sit versus don't, because the NFL has numbers on everything, right? I'm surprised nobody's delved into, how you look starting the season after not playing preseason versus getting a little run in the preseason.
I don't know. I mean, Baltimore, they don't necessarily play everybody, but they had like an undefeated streak for years.
Oh yeah,
in the preseason.
Yeah,
and they're mostly a good team, but I don't know.
Hey, I tell you what, winning is winning. I don't care what the circumstances are. I don't care. Well, look, you win, you feel good, even if it's preseason.
Gambling time, everybody. Get those overs on Malik Washington over on catches for tomorrow. 7:00 is your kickoff. Game day uncensored. Back tomorrow, 3:00. A lot of radio tomorrow for me.
Oh,
Alejandro Solana, myself, will get you ready for all the action.
3:00. So that means that these bums after us don't get no show?
No show.
Oh, boo!
I think they got to do an hour. I mean, they got to do something. I'm not doing the show. I don't know what's happened between 2 and 3. I don't know what's happened.
Hour. They're doing an hour.
So they're doing an hour.
Ooh, we never got those breaks. We used to get the breaks when we did midday and we had the Marlins,
Canes every once in a while. Canes have a tournament game, like an ACC tournament game.
Yeah. But that was and that would only be like you missed 40 minutes because they, keep in mind, college, they don't do a long pregame like they do for the Dolphins.
They got we do have preseason football tonight. We have the Carolina Panthers visiting the New England Patriots at 7:00.
Wow. Can I just tell you, what a hell of a way to start.
Yeah.
How many games did Carolina win last year?
2. I don't know. How many did they win last year? 2, 4?
And
Bryce Young's not playing, by the way. He needs it.
That's what I'm saying?
He needs it.
Like, I get it. I get you protecting, your assets and all that. But, man, a second-year quarterback?
Yep.
Already getting put on ice for the preseason?
That's right.
Yeah. So, I would, you ain't nervous, Vlad, that if Aaron Rodgers don't play, that means he have gone almost 12 months without playing a down of football?
No.
Okay.
He's been in the NFL for 18 years.
Okay, but again, I've just lived this up in Cleveland. And he's younger.
You're talking about Deshaun?
Yeah.
Is he playing in the preseason?
I don't know.
There's a difference between choosing not to play and getting hurt.
No. But he got hurt. Oh, and then he was suspended. He went like 2 years.
I got to be honest with you. If my quarterback just lost a season 4 plays in, he ain't playing in the preseason.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm just, again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just wondering why we crunch numbers on everything. And why don't we Because especially for somebody like Aaron Rodgers who haven't played with these guys.
It
But
sounds
it's
like a
different.
research project for you. You seem like you're very interested in this. I think
I
you need to go dive
like,
into the
no,
numbers.
But it matters though.
Does
This
it?
is the way this. But for
He
some,
was learning a new offense. I
we
can
do
understand.
numbers on everything and percentages and going for it on fourth down and doing this and doing that.
You can't just say in the ether there are numbers and yet you don't know where the numbers are.
I don't know what they are, but there are. You can figure out. Okay,
I don't think anybody cares that much.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying you may have
I
to
think
spearhead
that's
this.
I think that's my kept question. Why doesn't anybody care? I mean, at all. They just assume they guy just gonna pick up and go play.
So who was in the Super Bowl? You have the Chiefs and the 49ers last year. I
Yep.
mean, all right, we know.
Both teams that played.
Yeah, I mean, but they have like, they don't
But
have
there's
like
reasons why certain teams might have to play. Like the Chiefs are going to lose a couple of starters because of transactions that they did during the offseason.
Yeah, and in fairness, one of the Chiefs' best players didn't even play till week 2 because he was holding out. Chris Jones didn't play.
Right.
Nick Bosa also didn't play at all in the preseason. He held out.
And
Because I was laughing at this clip the other day from Colin Cowherd because he was like, "Oh, the 49ers, they never bend the knee to their players." I'm like, Nick Bosa held out all of last year. They paid his ass. So did Deebo Samuel. So now they're not doing with Brandon Ayuk, and all of a sudden you think they're tough guys?
And I would say this, and you guys can, if you agree. Did you ever consider Brandon Ayuk more important than Deebo Samuel?
No.
You see what I'm saying? So what if they think that too, and they go, "Hold up, we not like."
Well, it sounds like they have, but I just think it's funny.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, the 49ers don't pay anybody." I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to also understand what they think about that player. Just because you have determined by looking at his numbers that he's a stud, you know who it is? Who's the wide receiver that played opposite of in the 90s, played opposite of Michael Irvin?
Alvin Harper.
Same exact situation, right?
Yeah, he got
paid by Tampa, and we have never seen him again.
Well, I mean, Philly, he's past his prime, but we never.
No, but I'm just saying there was a situation once he went to Tampa, and they tried to make him the guy. Oh,
I was just laughing because they were comparing to the Dolphins paying everybody, and I'm like, they just paid everybody like last year. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, congratulations. Meanwhile, Team USA. They play their semifinal game today against Serbia, 3:00.
Did the women play yesterday?
Yes, they beat Nigeria.
Steamrolled them, or
wasn't very close.
Okay,
wasn't very close. The other semifinal game, Germany and France, 11 a.m. today. 11 a.m.
Right now.
We do have to keep an eye on Joel Embiid. He is dealing with ankle soreness, which is why he did not play in the second half against Brazil in the quarterfinal. Why are you laughing at that?
Because here, let me tell you why. Now, see, I'm gonna do a Tobin because I know what's happening here. Joel Embiid ain't playing against Joker and all them guys because he can't stay in front of nobody. So he got a little boo-boo on his ankle. They're gonna say we're gonna rest him out of precaution. And then they're going to put Bam and AD to lock that thing down. Y'all ain't fooling nobody.
So you saying they started this from the second half of
got a phantom injury?
Yeah.
Brazil game.
Yeah, but on a blowout. In a blowout.
So that would explain why Kerr and Spo was looking at him getting up when we're trying. You're probably like, "Hey, we're trying to say you're
that
hurt."
That does actually explain it, Vlad. That's
Don't
a great point.
Hey,
why, if he's so sore, why is he have? Why is he?
Now we know what the looks are for.
That's a great. Why is he giving Tyrese Halliburton a piggyback ride?
I'm getting back to the bottom of this.
That's the reason why. Like, yo, we're trying
dummy, your ankles hurt. I was like, he's
solved it.
Got it. So
Detective Vlad is on the case.
So watch. So today, when we see Joel Embiid not playing, first of all, with the way AD and Bam and Ant-Man was locking him down, how much was he going to play anyway? So now oh, we just gonna take some precaution with that ankle,
You
and
don't look
so he
good.
don't get him feelings hurt,
You don't look
right?
so well.
Hold on. I like that we brought this up because this goes right into Tobin. I'm throwing you a fastball right down the middle, Tobin.
Yeah.
Remember,
Hmm?
Jason Tatum didn't play the first game against Serbia because, quote unquote, this was not going to be an
Not a
athletic
matchup.
game,
Mhm.
right? It was a bad matchup. But if Embiid is sitting down,
Mhm.
doesn't that mean Jason Tatum would have to play now a little bit more?
One
Not
would
because-
think he was the 11th man in the last game. He didn't get in until after
Right.
both squads got in.
But
Um,
but by theory, if you're Steve Kerr, Jason Tatum should sit down again.
My theory would be if Joel Embiid is out, yeah, I think Jason Tatum sits and they start AD and Bam will be the center coming off the bench.
So we won't have no Tatum or Embiid. There should be no Tatum and Embiid.
Yeah, hard to say, but I think you might be right, Vlad. You might be right.
Because you know, they got the lockdown crew, Derek White, Bam, Ant-Man, AD, shutting it down.
We'll take a quick break.
And is Drew back?
Yeah, Drew's back.
Drew's back. Drew back.
Okay.
Yep. He played great last game. Take a
I can't
break.
believe I like the Celtics guards like that.
I know it's crazy, right?
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, Country Bay Music Festival is back November 9th and 10th at Miami Marine Stadium. We got your chance to win a pair of 2-day general admission tickets to see Zach Brown Band, Carrie Underwood. Diplo presents Thomas Wesley. Dustin Lynch going to be there. Keep on listening to our show for more info on how you can win. If you can't win your way in, purchase tickets, countrybaymusicfestival.com. Miami Heat showdown today in the semifinals. You got Team USA. Well, we hope. I mean, I don't know if Jović is all the way healthy. I'm hoping that he's healthy. Gotta imagine he got over the BGs in a couple of days, yeah?
Who you going to root for, you bum?
America, of course, America. I've already been at this. I told you, Serbia is my team unless they face America. So this is it's a tough one for my Serbs because, they're going to get their asses kicked today. But, the bronze is still looming. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. You either all in or you all out. That seems.
I am all in, but I don't see what the big problem is. We're just having fun, baby. We're just having fun. I'm rooting for America. I'm rooting for America. LeBron, Steph, even Embiid and Tatum.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If some strange reason, Jokic plays the whole game.
Yep.
That's the only way they're not going to give up a boatload of points.
Which by the way, I just, as an aside, very irresponsible of the Serbs if they do that.
And Serbia wins. Are you going to root for Serbia in the gold medal game?
If Serbia wins, of course.
See?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Like, here's the deal. And
Our hands are washed at that point.
I experienced this. Because people ask me, if Ohio State beat Michigan and go to the playoff, are you going to root for Ohio State to win a national championship because they're in the Big Ten? No,
that's stupid. That's not the same thing.
Why not?
Because they're your rival and you hate them. I don't have any ill will against Serbia. They seem like lovely people. I love their accents. And Jović, dude. So I really have nothing against them other than they're not Team USA. So if for some reason...
you basically got 2 of the 4 teams, so you can't lose.
No, I can lose because, America, don't lose to Serbia today. Like, that would be a great embarrassment. Don't lose to... You crushed them twice.
Right.
Crushed them. If this team loses to Serbia, you know how it is. It's a failure for America. There is only one option for Team USA. That's gold. That's it. Everything else, shame. So all the goodwill that Bam has gotten and Ant has gotten and everybody else, shame. Shame forever.
Right.
That being said, like if that scenario did happen, like I think a better question would be if I was watching today's game, tie game, it swings out to Jović and he hits a 3 for the win. Will I be happy? Hard to say.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, you're a traitor.
Hey,
you're still a traitor.
Hey.
If he becomes a Serbian hero,
that's where I was trying to get.
That's where you're trying to
get into a position. but I appreciate you taking me there, you bum.
What do you mean, dude? It's just hard to say.
That's shady.
It's hard to say. I don't know how I feel.
Nasty
I'm
patriotic.
No,
he's saying, I hate to lose, but I'm glad it was Jović.
I root for one nation, and that is Heat Nation. And if this is to happen, and Jović were to hit a game-winning 3, it would hurt. I would feel shame, but also Goosies.
No, don't come in here with that. I'm telling you now. If
Hold on.
something like that happens, don't come up in here with that tomorrow.
Vlad,
No, I'm just telling you. No.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Vlad, if Jalen Brunson was Jalen Brunsonich and he was Serbian and he hit the game-winning 3 against America, how would you feel?
I feel hurt. At the end of the day, I'm still American.
Wow. All right.
Hey, like wishy-washy ass American. Right?
Jalen Brunsonovich.
Brunson bitch.
Oh man. Listen, if it was Kristaps Porzingis when he was playing for the Knicks, and he was in
Latvia.
No, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you still root for those 3 letters, USA.
Yeah,
Even if it is your
but I'm
guy.
telling- like your loyalties are
It's heat.
wishy-washy.
No, it's not wishy-washy. You got to respect it. It's nasty, but you can respect it in a way because it's always about a heat. Schmeathan said it. He's not an American. He's a Heatican. So I got to give him credit for that. So it's always about the heat. Always. If you know who his favorite player is, it's not even an American.
Right.
His favorite player is Goran.
Goran, yeah.
He's not my favorite player. I mean, Dwayne Wade's my favorite player of all time,
him.
but Goran's in the top 5.
He might be in the top 3 the way you love Goran.
I love Gogi. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah,
I would say, I would say it probably goes D Wade, Udonis, and then Gogi could definitely be in the race.
Wow.
He might medal.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. If you really listen, if you've listened over the last 6 years,
I would say this. Here's my Heat players. I'm gonna go D Wade, LeBron, and Glenn Rice.
Oh, well, that's
right.
Understandable. That's your guy.
And then 4th is Bam.
4th is Bam is your 4th Heat player of all time.
Until the dominoes.
No, my because I would say of all the players, I appreciate his ascension more than anybody's. D Wade was great as soon as he hit the floor. Boom.
Yep.
Okay, but the way that all the different things they've asked Bam to do to now get to this point, I'm extremely impressed by that.
Look, I don't want the scenario to happen.
And then,
I don't want Serbia to win, and I certainly don't want, I don't want this. But if it did come down to that, if Nikola Jović hit a game winner today to send them to the gold medal game, it's tough not to feel the Goosies for that.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna knock your Goosies the bleep out if you come in here with that foolishness. I'm just telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna say, hey, Tobs, I got something for you. What's your address? And then I'm gonna drive over there. Have a nice day. You're gonna be with the possum.
Let me ask you this. Tobin, ask him.
Yeah.
Let's see his answer for this.
Okay, okay.
If Spo was the national team's head coach,
and
your boy did that to his,
no, that would change it.
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 Steve Kerr's the head coach and Spo's the assistant coach. If Niko does that, you're all right with it. But if Spo was the national team's head coach, you would not have. I
wouldn't not have any good feelings, but I would feel bad for Spo. I would feel bad for Bam. Now, if this
you don't feel bad for Bam now. If this,
that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you feel bad?
Goodness.
If there was a phantom game, well, if there was
even using your theory, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Bam is higher up on your Heat list than Jović.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
that's my guy.
Then that's how you go with it.
Coach,
that's
right?
how you go. Even in Tobin life,
that's why
highest on the totem pole. That's who I'm rolling with.
That is who I'm rolling with. I'm not disputing
you'd be
that.
happy if Bam get his heart broke.
Well, listen, he should have done more in that case. If they would have gotten to a point where if Serbia has a chance for the win,
hey,
you should have taken care of business.
Hey, can I just say this? You need to stop.
Why?
You are digging yourself one hell of a hole.
You're saying I'm a bad American if I felt good for a supposed Nikola Jović game winner 3.
Yes. You know what?
Well,
you might as well come in here speaking Serbian.
Yeah, you
might as well.
You're trying to manifest this.
I'm not trying to manifest this. I think Serbia's going to get crushed.
Don't even put it out there in the.
I think Serbia's going to get crushed. I'm probably going to put some chili peppers on Bam today.
No, that don't. Just because you put a little chili peppers on it, he tried. Hey, you see how he tried to back. Oh, no.
I am rooting. No. I am wearing my bald eagle underpants today. I am an American.
The same way I figured out the whole Joel Embiid situation. I see what you're doing. You ain't fooling me.
It's
You
like
are not fooling me talking about, oh, you think I'm not American? I'm going to put some money on it.
I'm gonna put some money on it, dude.
That's
It's like
I know.
we're sitting here. You remember when
Nobody care about your $5 bet.
when Rebecca Andrade wins the gold medal and Simone Biles is given respect? It's a nice moment. You can respect a nice moment.
About 37 of them.
Well,
And she's the oldest person in gymnastics right now.
Here's the interesting question. Can I ask you an interesting question? So the Heat, they put banners up, Olympic banners up, right? And if you win the gold medal, D Wade has one, Zoe has one, Bam has one.
See what this
No,
guy's
LeBron-
thinking
LeBron
about.
don't have
You see
one?
what this guy? No, you
LeBron
see
has one. I'm
what
sorry. Yeah,
guy-
right. LeBron
you
has
see
one.
what he's thinking about,
Yeah.
Leroy? Do you understand what he's trying to put? He's trying
And
to
do you put Jović up?
Yeah.
And then-
If it's a Serbian gold medal, does
oh
Jović
my
get one?
goodness. Dude, why are you stabbing me in my heart right now?
Just asking. That's just
saying.
Dude, hey.
Heat
this-
game ops
wait,
needs to
hold
be
on, hold
asked.
on.
Benedict Tobin.
This is not allowed. What
What's
you're
fair is
doing-
fair, though. You would say, like, if the Heat have Olympic banners, they're all for Team
Al Mackey
USA.
said Tobin is giving some Game of Thrones.
Absolutely.
You little finger.
I'm not Littlefinger.
Yes, you
I
are.
want America to win.
Yes,
I'm just
you
saying,
are.
just take it,
You
take it
see,
straight,
he
take it
probably
straight with
called
me.
Niko. Niko, I'm American, but I still root for you.
Be so proud of you, Niko. They better put a banner, Serbian banner in Heat Arena, plus mix contract.
Oh, they saw Brendan
Already a
Tobin.
contract?
Take a break. Back with more silly sauce after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. I'm gonna root for America. I just want this to be clear. You know, everybody. You know, I don't like.
I'm questioning your Americanism.
I'm not. I am so American. You know, you got to leave yourself some wiggle.
It's Serbian.
You got to leave yourself some wiggle room for crazy scenarios.
That's Benedict Arnold. That's
No,
that's
yeah.
the type
Listen.
of stuff
Is
that
that-
Benedict Arnold's
No, that's Littlefinger. That way you always survive,
Mm.
right?
Hmm. I don't.
You
feel
getting
like
a
I'm
feel
doing
for
that.
where it's going, right? Because you know if Jović getting off and the game's close, ooh, Jovi, Heat player, Jovi killing it.
I mean, I can't deny it. Like if Jović has a run today where he's cooking, he has that signature moment and sends his team to the gold medal game. I can't deny what I'm gonna feel.
Somebody said you're not Littlefinger, you're chicken finger.
Delicious.
Oh, hey, you know what? I had some last night.
You had chicken fingers
No.
last night?
No, yeah, don't
Huey Magoo?
no. I'm gonna tell y'all, sneaky good.
Mm.
Flanagan's.
Really?
Yes.
I've never had their chicken tenders.
Nice and meaty. Had me some ribs.
Sounds good.
Oh, I didn't even get the rib rolls. That's a
Tim-
staple.
Timbo Slices, keep the same energy, Leroy, when it's Browns versus Dolphins. Agreed. Where do
I
your
will.
loyalties lie?
With the
I
Browns.
know it. I know where they lie. He's going to the
With
Browns.
the Browns. I played for the Browns.
Oh, come on, though, dude.
No. I
Long
played for the
enough.
Browns. There is no
Come on.
mistake. I played for the Browns.
This is ridiculous.
What do you want me to say?
So if playoffs are on the line coming in at in that lot, what is that, week 15, that game?
Yep. December
You're rooting
20th.
for the Browns?
Yes.
You're rooting for your happiness, not our happiness? You're rooting for Jay Crawford's happiness, not my happiness?
I played for the Browns. This is not the same situation.
Ridiculous.
It's not even close to the same situation. I played for the Browns.
I kind of feel like it is, but like, you know, I
No,
root for the
I
Heat.
played for the Browns.
I root for the Heat. I root for Jović.
I played for the Browns. See, you don't have as much skin as I got. You are a fan. I played for them. That's a big difference.
A lot of good that did. They left their damn city, went to Baltimore.
I'm not Benedict nobody.
Hmm.
I've never
right.
I never flip-flopped.
Now we know where it is. All
No,
right.
you
Now it's out
absolutely-
there.
Why wouldn't I? Just because I just said it?
Well, what about us, dude?
What about you?
You do
That's one-
15.
Just like, guess what? Just like all the stuff I said about Miami this year and what I think they're gonna do to Hurricanes, if they should happen to play Michigan, guess what? Listen, I ain't being phony, I ain't being fake. That's being real. If y'all can't deal with that, that's a you problem.
You do 20 hours of radio in Miami a week.
So,
you talk to Jay Crawford for
and-
20 minutes.
And I played for the Browns.
Ridiculous.
That means I have actual skin in the game. I don't know you understand what the problem is. Is
So
that, is that any different than Vlad rooting for the Jets?
So, okay, let me just say this
Is
then.
that any different?
Hold
In
on.
fact, me
Hold on.
rooting for the Browns.
Hear me out. Hear me
Okay,
out.
Go.
So let's just say
Yep.
in this scenario, I'm going to take what week is that? Is that week 15 that game?
December 29th.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Playoffs could be clinched with a Dolphins win.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Tua throws a game-winning touchdown to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Dolphins clinch a playoff berth.
Yeah.
You're not going to feel good
Yeah, I will.
for Tua?
Yeah, I will.
That's the same
No,
thing
it's
I'm
not.
feeling for Serbia.
No, it's not. But guess what? See, the equivalent to that would be I'm rooting for Serbia if you were to say that. Right? You understand what I'm saying?
No, you just got to leave a little room for your heartstrings.
There's not a little room.
A little room.
You asked me to look, y'all could beat around the bush and say what you want. I played for the Browns. I will root for the Browns. I will root for the Vikings, right? In fact, it's one of the reasons why I never, ever, ever, if I have a chili pepper, do chili peppers on the Dolphins, the Browns, or the Vikings. Never.
Mhm.
Too emotional.
Really? You
Yeah.
won't ever I love
No.
betting on my team.
Right, exactly.
You don't ever bet against
No.
them?
No, I don't, no bets at all.
Interesting.
So, like, The only thing y'all shocked with is I'm just being honest right up front.
No, it's not that. I'm not shocked. I can't say I'm shocked. But I'm just saying, like, but you're saying that you would feel some Goosies for Tua if he were to use that win.
Me. Wait a minute. There's nobody down here that have defended Tua more than me.
Interesting. So what you're saying is you have your initial loyalties, but for a player you root for, you would feel good for them.
For a team that I played for.
Okay, well, you know what, Leroy? Congratulations, you played for.
Wait, this is not a surprise.
What do you mean?
This is not a shocker.
What do you mean?
That I would root for the Browns?
It's not a shocker, but I'm just saying.
It's just like any other radio person here from New York.
But I root for America, but I'm leaving some wiggle room to feel good for my guy on the Serbian team.
You don't have the same ties as I have to the two teams.
I'm American.
Exactly. American, dude. And he plays for Serbia.
I know, but see, this is where your blind spot is. This is why I have you boxed in. You can't even see. Because I am rooting for America with a little bit of a wiggle room for a Serbian that I root for.
Just like the Dolphin. No. I'm talking here. Here's the difference. Do I not root for the Dolphins?
Mm-hmm.
There's one exception.
Right. But you would feel
but I root. You don't root for Serbia.
But would you feel good? I rooted for Serbia in the World Cup last year. How dare you? And so I've been a longtime Serbian supporter. And second of all, is it safe to say that the skin that I have in this game is a little bit more than the skin you have in Serbia, US? No, because you're missing this is why you're missing the fastball. Okay, I don't have my initial loyalties to Serbia. My Browns in this scenario is America. That's my Browns because I'm American. However,
yeah, but you don't cover Serbia.
Oh, I cover Serbia, dude. Nobody covers Serbia like I do.
So you're saying me covering the Dolphins is the equivalent to you covering Serbia?
Yes, we have a large.
I've lived down here since 1993.
You laugh. We have a lot of Serbians who watch us on YouTube.
I have a question, Leroy. Who do you root for when the Browns play the Vikings?
The Browns.
It's Browns over everything.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's BOE.
Yeah, even though I had, again, most people affiliate me with the Browns, even though in my career I had more success with the Vikings.
Yeah. But in this case,
it's a crazy thing.
The Dolphins are your Serbia, and Tua is your Jović.
No, but
yes.
I would say, listen, your loyalties to Serbia are much different than my loyalties to the Browns. Okay.
The Dolphins are Serbia here. They are not the Browns. But Browns are America.
But wait. The only reason why you give two poops about Serbia is because of Jović.
Yeah, but the only reason.
But that's recent. I've been covering the Dolphins since I've been doing radio.
No, actually, it's not different because Tua has only been playing.
So me and what I do with the Dolphins is the same as what you do with Serbia?
In this scenario, it is.
No, it's not, dude. I have to cover the players, and we interview them, and we do all kinds of stuff like that.
Okay. We've never interviewed Jović. We've interviewed Jović multiple times, more than we have.
That's it, though. He's been here 2 years.
Tua's only really played 2 years of football.
But I've been covering the Dolphins since I started this radio show.
But what would give you the biggest Goosies in a Browns defeat? Would it not be a Tua performance to shut everybody up?
Of course.
Tobin, do you love Niko more than you love Tua?
I don't like this question.
I think this question.
Can I just tell you, Vlad? Here's the difference between me and Tobin. I just answered the question honestly, right? Where I'll take the heat or whatever. If you don't understand where I'm coming from, the hell with you. But he tries to stay in the middle and be liked by both sides and never.
I'm not trying to be liked by both sides. I'm the only one who's been honest about this the entire time.
I'm not answering that.
Tobin, you're like some fine artists in South Florida who know how to, straddle because
this is ridiculous.
You are, dude. You really are.
I'm not.
You are worse than Fitzy girl.
Hard to say. Hard to say in this argument.
It is hard to say. Who do I love more?
Wait, if I would have said that, you would have said, "Oh, dude, we know."
If I love Tua or if I love Jović more, I don't like that question.
But
That's a fair question because
is it a fair question?
Yeah, because look what you were doing. No, Leroy, look what you were doing. You were like, oh, Tua's only been playing 2 years. Now you're taking shots at Leroy.
Well, who do you root for? Hold on, Leroy. Who do you root for more, Deshaun Watson or Tua?
Tua.
Doesn't make sense. So how's that your A team?
Haven't played football for the Browns.
Interesting.
He ain't played football for the Browns enough for me to, but I'm
wiggle room. All of a sudden, we're playing both sides.
That's the reality. See, just because you say it, just because, see, that's what he does. He just tries to discard the reality of it. Say what he want to say, so we get the stink off him.
There's no stink. You're playing both sides here, and you're acting.
I'm not playing both sides.
You're playing both sides.
Deshaun Watson hasn't played football. I have been the only one down here.
Thought it was Browns over everything.
About his first 2 years and where he's come from those first 2 years to be the player that he is. There's nobody that's defended him more than me.
I'm not saying that you haven't defended Tua. I know what your Tua credentials are. It's just a little weird. You just said Browns over everything, but now all of a sudden it's Tua over Deshaun Watson.
Because Tua, I got more skin in the game with Tua because Deshaun has not played.
So you would agree that you should root for the Dolphins against the Browns?
No. I'm not changing my mind on that. I'm not changing my mind on that.
I think you're more in on the Dolphins than you think you are.
No, I'm telling you I am.
Sounds like you
actually said it up front.
I think I've boxed you in twice here.
Like you've been.
I'm not been flip-flopping. I've been honest. I think your feelings are a lot murkier than you think they are.
No, they're not.
I think they are. I think you're more Dolphins than Browns than you realize.
No.
I think you've been won over.
No. Okay. Guess what? When the Browns played the Dolphins down here, right?
It's not that.
And I got tickets and I bought tickets for people at the Cleveland Clinic and I went to the game.
Right.
What was I wearing?
I don't know.
Brown stuff. Like, no. I'm not listen.
Guys got your
First of all you phonies living down here in Miami that are New York fans, don't come at me. Right? Don't sit here and talk trash to me. Right? You can't do it. Okay? I'm just being honest about it. And then all of a sudden, turncoat. Wishy-washy.
I'm not calling you a turncoat.
I haven't been wishy-washy.
I don't. I think this whole segment you just were because you just said I root for the Browns over everything, which I'm fine with. I don't like it, but I'm fine with. But then all of a sudden you're like, but I root for Tua more than Deshaun Watson. It's a little bit weird.
I told you why.
I get it, but your explanation doesn't really hold weight.
Dude, last year the Browns won a playoff game with Joe Flacco.
So you love Joe Flacco more than Tua?
Hold on, Leroy.
No.
Do you vote, Tobin? Do you root more for Bam or Niko?
Bam.
So then you're rooting for Team USA.
I've said that though.
Okay, so then there's no wiggle room for you to be like, oh no, I'm rooting for Bam. See, because you're trying to.
I am rooting for Bam.
You're trying to get Leroy on this Tua Deshaun Watson situation.
No, what I'm saying is
Niko. Hold on, but you have a love for Niko. But you also have a love for Bam and Spo.
What I'm trying to do, Vlad, is say there is no judgment here. I think you should let me have my feelings, and I'll let Leroy have his feelings. He's trying to have me toe the line on one, and yet, by the way, he's jumping on both sides of the fence.
No, I'm not.
Okay, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
I don't understand how you can say that to me in a straight face. Because you have said you root for the Browns over the Dolphins, which I don't like, but I'll accept because you play for the Browns.
Right.
However, in the same breath, say I have more skin in the Tua game than the Deshaun Watson game.
As evident about this radio show and what we've done the last 4 years Tua's been here.
But how can you pick Deshaun Watson over Tua if you're gonna be Browns, or how can you pick Tua over Deshaun Watson if you're gonna pick Browns over Dolphins?
Let's do it this way, okay? Right? I'm a Browns fan. I don't care who puts that uniform on. Okay. But I have a lot of skin in the game with Tua. And I really want Tua to be able to go to the middle of the field and show his ass to everybody.
Would too.
Right? Okay. And that's because of what I've said the last 4 years with Tua.
Right.
There's nobody. I've been in more fights over Tua than I have about Deshaun Watson. So I got skin in the game as far as Tua is concerned. But if Tua plays the Browns, I wish him no success. There.
Oh, you're a bastard.
There.
Oh, you're a bastard.
There.
Don't use my line.
It's-
Don't use my white
Work for
line.
you.
No,
Work
dude.
for you. Hey,
You're a
look at
bastard.
it. You
I hate
got
you.
with
I'm
your
so-
own phrase.
I'm so mad at you.
Right.
I'm so mad at you.
I like it.
I will feel how I
You know.
feel. No, you want something? Dude, I'm going to feel how I want to feel. You feel how you want to feel.
Yeah.
Bastard.
2-minute Niko. Now all of a sudden you're a big fan of Niko.
I've been a big fan of Niko.
Great. And how many times did you trade Niko? How many times did you say? And I would, by the way, I was the one that said I wouldn't trade Niko.
For Dame Dollar, baby.
See, there you go. So you wishy-washy.
Oh wow, that's nasty work, Toby.
There ain't
That
no
is
circumstance,
nasty
baby.
work.
There is no
Oh,
circumstance
man.
that you presented. There's no circumstance that you presented where I said I would not be a Browns fan. None. None.
Except
At least I was consistent with who I was.
unless Tua throws a game-winning touchdown, then you're happy for
No,
Tua.
I'm gonna be mad.
Okay, dude. Okay. You're gonna be going. You're gonna be peacocking for Tua
That's
the next day.
hilarious. Soon as the whale comes up, well, hey, Peter Pan, if you want to get the big time players, you're gonna have to give up some of those players. Bye, Niko. That's you. That would be you.
Little sweetener.
Yeah.
Back after this.
For our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tongue of Iloa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Yeah.
last thing. Has Tua ever been a little sweetener?
Has he ever been a little sweetener?
You know what I mean. And you've included Jović in every trade.
Not every trade. That's not true. I just gave you the trade that I put him in.
Okay.
Don't say every trade.
Include him in the Ant-Man trade that I know you want to get into.
Well, I don't think so. Look, I'm see, this is the thing. People think that I just make things out of nowhere, and
But
I
if
don't do
somebody
that.
else, but if
I don't do
somebody,
that.
but if somebody mentions or makes an inclination of something, you look at it like, ooh,
Of
I see
course.
smoke. Let me go find out where that smoke is.
I think
There
it's
a
obvious.
fire?
I think it's obvious, and what I think Vlad is referring to is Lil Willie, Bill Simmons, was tongue in cheek. Seems like a little quip. I don't know. He was trying to be credible or not credible on his podcast, where he was like, "Oh, well, when's the first time we get the Anthony Edwards really likes playing with Bam and being coached by Spurs the Ringer?" And so, like, am I to ignore that as a person who is got boots on the gram and boots on Twitter? Am I supposed to just ignore that? No, I mean, I'm going to hear what he has to say. But look, any Anthony Edwards deal, he's not going anywhere for 3 years. He's just entering a 5-year deal. He's not going anywhere for 3 years. Everybody has to realize that.
Did you not put the hat on?
What
in your
talking about?
video? In your video.
Did it appear? I don't know, Vlad. It was almost like
Here we
instantaneous
go.
thoughts,
But-
you know?
Did you not put the white cap on? And now
Sometimes
you know the white
it's
cap.
almost like it's like you ever
Did
watch
the
a
horn
show.
come out?
Let me explain this, Vlad. Like sometimes in my videos, it's almost like you have to think of it like a flashback or like a dream scenario in a TV show. Did it really happen, or is that what I'm thinking in my head? It's all left for interpretation.
Leroy, 6 minutes into this 14-minute video, the hat is out and the horn is blown.
I mean, it's always here. You never know. It's always here.
But because of what Bill Simmons said,
Mhm.
because he made a great point. This is how Miami usually do it. Tobin said it. This is how the Big Three was formed.
Yep.
This is how the whole Dame to Miami situation
Mhm.
happened.
Networking.
Networking. Bam is the best networker out
He's a
there,
hobnobber.
right?
And by the way, everybody loves Bam.
They
Everybody.
do.
Oh,
They do.
Smokes.
They do. So Tobin saw this and saw that Bill Simmons. Now, if it was anybody else, he wouldn't care. But it was Bill Simmons who said it.
Dr.
Mhm.
Shabaka said, need that hat nearby. Might have to go to sea at any moment.
You never
Yeah.
know.
So when Bill Simmons said it, Tobin was like, it's Bill Simmons. But since Bill Simmons said something that was in a good light about the Heat,
I don't know if it's a good light. I don't know what his intentions are. He's hard to trust, but this is what he did say.
Next topic. When does the first, Anthony Edwards really loves Bam Adebayo and Eric Spoelstra. He loved his experience
wow.
with them. Don't be surprised. ... Story drop.
I feel like we're already seeing.
Am I dropping it right now?
You might be dropping it now. I feel like I've heard more mumbling about the opposite, which is
Bam going to Minnesota?
well, not Bam specifically, but like, man, Ant and KD seem to get along really well, right? Like his favorite player, someone he's like idolized and looks up to. Like, wouldn't that be interesting if those two were to play together somewhere that's not Phoenix? In theory, luring Kevin Durant to Minnesota. Like, I think that's the more likely outcome.
Oh, I like that one. Good. I'm glad I brought that up. Next topic.
There you go. Bill Simmons on his podcast teasing the idea of Anthony Edwards liking playing with Bam and Spo. What a crazy scenario. You don't think that let me just ask you something. You don't think being with Bam for 4 weeks as instead of Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns has opened the eyes to Anthony Edwards? Of course it has. Ridiculous.
By the way, that's a good question. If you're in a competition like this, but your teammates may play for another country, do you hang out with your other teammates?
I don't know.
Like you could tell Ant's not hanging out with
Definitely
Gobert.
not. Nobody's
not
hanging
trying
out with
to
Gobert.
Nobody, not even his own countrymen.
Oh, so you think if Bam try to look see what
Niko? I bet you
Niko's
Bam,
doing?
Niko, and Spo had like a lunch or a dinner, something to that effect. Because I don't think there's any hate.
I would agree with that.
But
I would agree with
everybody
that.
else, I don't think. I don't think they hang.
To be honest with you, there's only a handful of dudes that could do that, right? And Bam is one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard a bad word about Bam.
There is look, what Bill Simmons says, it's obvious, it's interesting, but it is still a few years down the road, just like it was with the big three.
Yeah, I mean, what did you say? 26 and still in his prime.
Gotta build inroads, Vlad. Gotta build inroads.
Will be 30 by that time.
How am I to know who's even going to be here to be part of that trade? I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play speculative. I don't know who's going to be here for that trade.
Every trade that has been discussed has had a sprinkling of Niko and Jaime in it.
That's not true. That's not true.
Really?
I haven't even done. First of all, I spent last year as a changed man. I didn't even do any fake trades last year. Okay, I maybe mentioned the Lowry Markkanen thing, and I was like, don't think it's fair.
Changed man, and then maybe do something. Then you're not a changed man.
Oh, I was a changed man last year. We got bounced in the first round. Times change. I got to get back to my old ways.
Were you really? You never changed.
I changed, man. I didn't. I didn't show up to any parties drunk. I was a changed man. I was reformed. Didn't work. Lost in 5. Got to find new solutions.
So going back to being,
but I mean, theoretically, like if we're just going to play the game, I mean, like if you want to play the game, one has to wonder, Vlad, does a front court, does it work all together with Bam and Khalil and Niko? Can they coexist together? These are things that just have to be wondered about. So will there have to be one of them that has to get dealt? I don't know. Hard to say.
Hey, Al Maggie said Tobin stuffs another takedown. Takedown defense, 100%. It's like we having a conversation. He had MMA. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Well, speaking of frauds, Josh Allen, he's a fraud.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll tell you what he had to say. Going up next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. We're streaming live YouTube and Twitch. Dolphins start up the preseason tomorrow against the Atlanta Falcons after a couple joint practices this week. Going to be a big-time QB2 battle, it seems like. I'd imagine Mike White's going to get the start, though. I'd imagine that. I don't know it, but I imagine.
The older guy will.
Yeah, the older guy will, right? Like, that seems like the thing that makes the most sense.
I broke it down for you. You didn't want to hear it, but.
That's not true. That's just not true. I did want to hear it. I don't care that much about the QB2 battle to care enough to disagree with you. I will say, though, this River Cracraft taking advantage of everybody being out, which I'm hoping is going to open up eyes for Mike McDaniel simply because I need to open up the possibility for anytime touchdown River Cracraft.
Are we riding that again this year?
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the deal. His options are going to be even less because now you got the tight end.
Rivers are?
Yeah.
They're
going to use the tight end more.
I hope so. That is what they say. That is what they claim. But River Cracraft is playing with an edge with everybody out in practice. This was him yesterday.
I think it's important to not think that you've arrived, and that's the mentality that I like to have. And just so we're clear, nobody has said you're making the team, any of that. That information is not given to you. So I'm not sitting up here saying anything like that. So I think it's important that guys, especially in my position, who have in the past been a bubble guy and is trying to break that mold, it's important to keep that chip on your shoulder and act like you need to earn a spot every single play because that's the only way you're ultimately going to get that spot. I think.
Why does he sound like Mike McDaniel?
Well, he's been with Mike McDaniel for 6 years.
I know, which gives him an edge on any of the up-and-comers.
Yeah, he is. He definitely got the inroads of knowing the offense. Although the word is that Malik Washington, the young guy from Virginia, has been balling out with everybody absent. Now he's like a slot guy, tons of catches, great hands. I don't know how that's going to fit with, Braxton Berrios and all that. Like, I don't know what his role's ultimately going to be this year, but everybody's raving about him. So you keep an eye on that coming up with this preseason game. And
hey, so
whatnot.
I'm in the chat.
Yep.
I kick ass. 44.
That's his name.
Finally joined live to say, as a Packers fan and also a hater of Aaron Rodgers, I'm impressed by Leroy's hatred towards him. I don't hate.
Oh, okay, dude.
I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest pure passers this league has ever seen. But
you're tired of his act.
The stuff that I'm saying about him going out and playing is a reality. Like, we talked about Deshaun Watson not playing football for X amount of time, right? How's that going to affect a 40-year-old coming off of a torn Achilles? That's the question I have, to just make the assumption that he's going to pick up where he left off because he's had success and he's a multiple MVP.
So you're claiming no hate. You're doing the Max Holloway. You're just saying I have questions.
Exactly. Why wouldn't? And I'm shocked nobody else has those questions.
Because they got 18 years or nearly 20 years of evidence to not have to ask
okay,
that
but
question.
it's 20 years, dude.
Okay.
And he took a year off.
Well, not a year off. I mean, he did
4 months.
He didn't play for a year.
They did have to medieval times as Achilles because he was
right.
trying
But
to
I'm
make
just
some
I'm just saying,
comeback.
is that not? Are we just going to ignore that and say, "Oh, Aaron's back"?
I'm not ignoring it, but I don't think I could dismiss them either. Like, I do acknowledge the guy's really good, and he's going to be a lot.
I didn't
say that you
them.
did. I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, it does feel like you're more skeptical. Is it not fair to say you're very skeptical about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I get the skepticism, but I also acknowledge they had some dude named Tim Boyle playing games for them last year. Like,
yeah.
I
get what Vlad's saying. And here's the point that everybody is making to me that I understand is that Aaron Rodgers is going to be significantly better than what we had at quarterback. So we just go with that. But as we've seen with everybody except Tom Brady, when that comes to a screeching halt, there's no warning.
Yeah, you don't know. Like you could
remember Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning,
you knew when Peyton and Drew.
Yeah, but the year before he had 55 touchdowns.
Yeah,
but even Peyton played a long time. Some guys don't even last that long. Like look at Russ.
Right.
Russ looks like he kind of fell off a cliff the last couple of years. Cam Newton fell off the cliff immediately.
Right.
So you don't know.
That's all I'm saying. You don't know, but I'm not gonna go with the anomaly.
I'm going with the anomaly.
You're going with the anomaly, right?
Yeah, but when you throw the ball like that, when you're still one of the 5 best passers in the game, regardless of your age.
I would even say ever.
I'm just saying ever, but still now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
If the fastball, if his arm started to lose a little bit, you saw that.
You don't even know that though.
All he has to do is stay in the pocket. Keep that man for 2 seconds protected, and he still can throw he can still fling that ball.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, one of the greatest passers of the football to the other team is Josh Allen. And
hey,
he was up there yesterday and he was claiming that
oh no, let me guess. Wait. Let me guess. The new receiver is better than Diggs.
Well,
he doesn't miss stuff, does he?
He was asked about if he misses Stefon Diggs.
I know how the game works. He go support his guys. He ain't gonna definitely ain't gonna go up there and say, yeah, we're gonna miss Stefon Diggs.
Here's what he had to say.
Steph's a great player, and what he brought to this team was special. So miss is I don't know if I'd say miss. He was a guy that was reliable. You can look to. He's going to have the juice each and every day. I'm sure he's bringing it over there in Houston. So definitely, you can't say that you don't miss that. But I am very happy with what we got going on here and how hard the guys have been working. And yeah,
miss is a strong word.
Yeah, I don't get it. Either you miss the person or you don't.
He'll miss him once the game
Is this
starts.
a true fact?
What's that?
Josh Allen last 3 years, more touchdowns than any player in NFL history over 3 years. No, okay. So I get here's what more
Passing
touchdowns, not passing and rushing. Okay. All right, because I was getting ready to say Tom Brady and Peyton Manning had a 50+ in there. So, all right.
He doesn't miss him though. He doesn't miss him. We'll see.
Okay.
See that how that goes for old Josh with his new squad there.
Yep.
Terrible mustache, by the way. He's got going on.
Who? Josh Allen?
Yeah. He doesn't seem like he pulls the mustache off. Looks like he's got a
like
bad disguise.
It was taped
like he's got a bad disguise on or something.
Yeah. I think like I said before, I think Josh Allen is our current Brett Favre. That he gonna do some great stuff during the course of the year, but he always makes that throw. You know what I'm talking about? That old Brett Favre throw where, oh no, game over.
Yeah, of course. Time bomb, dude.
Paul Allen call. Why would you throw that ball at this time?
Yes, but so you can say I'm a hater, but has that been the reality of Josh Allen?
Yeah, he's been talented, but a time bomb.
But I mean, it's certain.
But
games,
here's the thing.
it's
Here's
certain
why I
games he
give him a little
lost.
break.
That
I'm
wasn't
gonna
his
say why I
fault.
give him a little break. Because they basically give him the ball and say, go win. Right? And especially with the way their defense is going to be this year, you don't know how their defense is going to be with all the guys they've lost. Right? They're going to do it even more. And you get rid of a weapon, like you said, a reliable guy that he could get the ball to. Now that means maybe he holds the ball a little bit longer and tries to make more plays.
Yeah,
They lost both their receivers. They lost both their starting receivers.
Yeah.
The other one went to Jacksonville.
They're going to be definitely figuring some things out, and they did take the ball out of his hands and have more success with it last year when they started running it.
Running the ball, correct? But sometimes coaches are hard headed. I'm gonna just say that sometimes they hard-headed, man. Like I can't explain it. Sometimes they want to win a certain way, which is I got on Mike McDaniel about that last year. Like you got 4 minutes left to go in the game. Don't throw no pass. I don't care how quick and how reliable that pass is. It's still a pass.
Especially if it's Josh Allen. Never know where that pass is gonna go.
Yeah, you asking for it.
Well,
you're gonna have old boy. You're gonna have another offensive coordinator.
Let's not
slamming.
do that. Let's not do that.
What?
Because when Josh Allen throws turnovers, it's usually to the It's usually to the Bills and the Jets. When he plays against the Dolphins, those turnovers are limited.
Yeah,
he puts balls in the end zone.
Yeah,
Sick his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
this is why
we
week
can
2
take
is
shots, but
wait. See,
and this is why
like,
week 2 is a statement game.
And this why you can't state facts. Because Cody says, I like how Leroy hates on Allen and Rodgers, but you say one thing about Tua. Well, here. First of all, I have not said nothing about Allen and Rodgers that wasn't accurate.
Well, with Rodgers, it's more of your opinion. It's more of how you feel about him.
But again, it's the questions
Allen
I have. I have no questions about his ability. I've never said that he's a bad quarterback. I never said he's not one of the greatest passers to ever play the game. But I did say he's 40 and he's took a year off with injury.
Leroy, I gotta come to your defense. I didn't like this comment by Jordo.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's disgusting. Leroy is no way a Miami fan like the
Dude,
Beast.
I fought over more. Like, wait a minute. Is there anybody who fought over Bam and Tua more than me?
Yeah, I've definitely fought over Bam more than you have.
No, what?
You picked Marcus Smart to win Defensive Player of the Year.
No,
there's a reason he said what he said.
Really? Is there anybody who said Bam should be playing the 4 more than me?
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. You said defend, and you didn't defend him. You defended Marcus Smart.
I didn't. No. I said I could see why they gave it to Marcus Smart.
Okay, we're gonna quibble over something that's just you're gonna try and make a claim that's just not so. I know what you did.
Oh, okay.
He knows what you did.
Okay.
Why do you think he said what he said?
All right.
Bam's getting ready right now for Leroy. He's playing dominoes against all these players right now.
It don't matter, dude.
You talking a hell lot of trash.
Let me explain something to you. I was hitting them bones on the table before he was born.
Wow.
That's all you need to know.
Had his back the whole time. Sounds like a guy who's had his back the whole time.
Hey,
Take a break.
He can't come at me with no you've been playing dominoes. So what?
Take a break.
I've been playing 20 years before he was born.
Back after this. The mixed bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. Right now we have it's Germany taking on France in the semifinals. Germany is up 14-7.
Can't wait when the French referees screw it for the Germans.
Oh, they just called it goal. Well, that did happen to Japan. You can't you can't ignore it. Wembanyama actually just got called for a goaltend, so we have it's 16-7.
Because I really want to see this final between the U.S. and France. Because that would be the U.S. will be in a hostile environment, and I want to see how they would play.
Definitely will be a hostile environment. They're going to be booing the holy hell out of Joel Embiid, but I would say, Vlad, Germany is the better team.
I believe. Aren't they the World Cup champions?
They are the World Cup champions.
Yes,
but they got the Wagners and Schroeder. They've been very good at international play. So we will have to see. But Team USA gets going today, 3:00. Let's get to the mixed bag over here. So yesterday, a lot of waves being made because of an ESPN article that came out featuring the Philadelphia Eagles and the beef between Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. Here is QB1 for the Birds and what he had to say. Here's Jalen Hurts.
Reports and you have rumors and then you have reality. You know, we're in reality right now. We got different people doing different things and we have different responsibilities in that natural nature. But this team is putting the best foot forward in effort and intensity. It's really being a team and being together. You know, it's been a good journey so far, and my natural nature is to block out the external factors because I think it comes a point where sometimes you question so much, the negativity becomes redundant. This team is one of those teams that's going to do that, especially with the things that we've been able to experience, and it is a proper development. It was a developing time. It was a time of development for us, and that's something we learn from.
I mean, you lose 6 out of 7. I guess you're gonna be developing something. Thick skin.
Yeah. I mean,
sounds like a quarterback that knows his coach is on the foreman.
Yeah, it's here is that head coach. Here is Nick Sirianni, who very punchable face, not a smug Nick Sirianni. Here's what he had to say about the whole drama from ESPN.
Yeah, go through all the same processes that we go through after each year, and Jalen and I are in a really good place. Every relationship that you have needs work that with everybody, and we've always continued to try to work at that.
So he basically backed up the article.
Yeah, sounds like it.
There are ways you could have said, "Oh, that's false" or anything like that. Even if it's true,
he could have taken the quarterback route. This is another one of those situations like with the Jets coach, right? Like
I can't knock it. Yeah, solid.
Like you don't put that out there. You causing more problems. You got people gonna ask more questions, and that's what Sirianni just did. So now they're going to keep going back and forth, because the quarterback handled it politically correct, professionally, and the coach left room for
interpretation.
This is going to be one of those class things, though, right? Like they had a run going to the Super Bowl, then started 10-1 last year before just an epic collapse. Like we're not really going to know about this until bleep hits the fan for the Eagles. Like they have a 2-game losing streak
until Sirianni gets fired.
Yeah, well, his ass is on the foreman right now. He might be him and McCarthy.
France is going nuts, making a little comeback here after being down 12-2 early.
I'm not even watching that.
What do you got going on? What's on your screen?
Volleyball.
Yeah, the volleyball game is going on. It might go to 5th set.
Volleyball game is
So instead of watching the cheeks of just watching Rudy Gobert on the court, you're watching actual cheeks.
No, they don't. They wear boy shorts. They don't wear the. Like,
are you seeing it? What man? What
team are you watching?
Brazil. Yeah, what game are you watching?
Yeah.
Look at that smile. You got a cheeky smile on your face.
You say indoor or beach? I would
indoor.
say the indoor has the better viewing.
No, wait.
No,
beach is better viewing because there's only 2. Indoor, there's too many to look at. It's like there's both sides.
Head on the
there's only 4 people to look at.
I would honestly say I seem to be doing a good job.
You know what? Jevon Holland He spoke this week to the media, was asked about his contract situation and also about others getting paid on the team. He's really kind of the only outstanding one right now who does not have one. This was a snowman on everybody getting their deals.
I mean, I'm super happy for him. You know, I'm not pocket watching, but it is public, so obviously I'm happy for him. They're getting that bread. I mean, well deserved, honestly. We play this game our entire life. At first, it's just for fun as a kid, and then you get into high school, and things kind of get serious. You go to college, you're in school, it's stressful. Then you finally get to the league, and you're doing everything that you can and trying to work your hardest and make all the plays and, finally getting that paycheck. I mean, that's like, you're really getting paid, your dues almost. So you show love to football guys. They show love back to you. And it feels good seeing my teammates get that love.
All right.
Question, Leroy.
Yeah.
When does a team start seeing that? Do they get upset if one side of the team sees that money's going the other side than their side? Like if you see that
offense, defense.
It's pretty equal when you think about it.
I don't know, man. When you let Wilkins go, and then you see
Wilkins go, right?
Yeah.
They didn't pay Sealer. They gave Bradley Chubb a big fat deal.
You got Chubb. You got
Ramsey. Obviously came here with
you got Ramsey.
Deal.
So like you got it's pretty even, right?
But it does feel
I think Jevon Holland's going to get paid closer to Sealer, somewhere in there. Right. So, yeah. And that's about what offensive linemen are getting, but it's, look, your quarterback, nobody going to make more than your quarterback. So,
nope. Yeah. I mean, he
said
that.
And then you got the best receiver in the league. Nobody going to make more than him. So you got those two. Then you got Jalen Waddle. Right. But you got guys compared. It's evenly. It's not like just. He's on the offensive side of the ball.
He's a team captain, but the Dolphins paid the face of their franchise this offseason. Like they paid. When you think of the Dolphins, everybody right now thinks Tua, Waddle, Tyreek. Those are the three guys.
But here's the other thing: is that one of the things that I have really questioned is the players that handle it like he does are usually the guys that they wait on more, right? And so I don't know how you handle that.
I think the other thing too is like safety is not as expensive as
but that's what I'm saying. He's going to get paid. He's going to get paid along the lines of like Sealer.
Yeah, but also like if you franchise him, like it's not a crippler like quarterback or wide receiver right now, right?
Yeah,
like
he
so
probably
if they
make 10 to 15.
Yeah, so like I think that's probably where the Dolphins are at. Like there's not urgency,
right?
Because it doesn't feel like you're up against the clock with Jevon Holland as much as you were with the other guys. Because quarterback, wide receiver contracts, those are just going to keep going up.
But kudos to him for being aware of that also. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here he was on where things are with his deal right now.
I mean, hey, man, what's going through my mind? I mean, it's a lot of money, but, I mean, that'd be great. You know what I mean? Like, sorry about that. But, nah, bro, I'm just keeping the day-to-day. You know what I mean? Just focused in 5 feet in front of me, one step at a time. I'm not really. You want insider detail? You want me to give you insider detail? Not giving you no insider detail. Just letting you know that I'm taking it day by day, doing what I can do, and controlling what I can control in my bubble. How about that?
How about that?
I like the way he cut it off. Right? Like, no. We ain't gonna keep going back and forth with this.
What do you want? What do you want to know? The day by day? You want minutes from the meeting?
Right.
Snowman's probably just like, tell me when there's an advance to his agent.
Sounds like a guy who wants this deal to be done.
I'm sure he does.
Of course he does.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
But he's trying to be,
professional. He's trying to be,
right.
Trying to
but
keep
sometimes, look, I appreciate guys being professional, and I appreciate what Jevon Holland's doing, but sometimes those guys don't get their money. You know what I mean? Tua tried it, and look how far that went. Now he eventually got it, so maybe Jevon Holland sees that and say, look, they'll take care of me. And one thing I will say, besides the Christian Wilkins thing, there has been no indication that this team has given that they won't take care of their guys. Right? And so I feel really confident that they'll take care of him. Now, the good thing is that the money that he's going to make is not going to be so substantial that they can't move some stuff around and take care of it. Right? That's the thing.
Agreed.
We ain't talking about 20, 25 million a year.
Feel good about it. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Finally in the mixed bag, Patrick Mahomes. Always love hearing this voice. He is ready to get going in the preseason.
I'm extremely excited. I mean, obviously for me to go out there and play with these guys and showcase what we have the ability to do, but to learn from our mistakes too. I mean, you want to go out there and play for real and play against someone else. I'm tired of going against Spags and every defense known to man. And so I think just going out there, letting the guys play, make decisions under fire, and have them make those right decisions and learn from the mistakes after.
There you go. Greatest quarterback of our time, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds like a Muppet.
You go talk to his face.
Everybody.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, if Tobin said something and he got mad, all you got to do is run away. It don't look like he can catch you.
Who? Who?
Tired of going against
Spags. I said it don't look like.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, fall for the trap with that dad bod. That man can maneuver and get away.
I don't know. We'll see.
Two blitzes.
Dude, I got to tell you,
I've ever seen before.
I got to tell you that what he did on that banged up ankle was nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
You know how he runs, right, Leroy? He runs like, remember that Eddie Murphy joke? Remember the Elvis walk when Elvis was fat when he was doing Vegas? When he was doing the resident? That's how Mahomes runs. Like he's got to run to the bathroom.
Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
We'll take a quick break. More to come on this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Right now in Paris, we have the semifinal going on. The other side of the bracket, Germany taking on France. Right now, Germany is up 28-22 with 8 minutes left in the first half. Somebody just got hit in the face. I don't recognize this individual, but he got smacked right in the face by Nick Batum. Little floppies? Nope. It was legit. Never know. I don't know if how much the Euro soccer translates over to basketball. Got to be careful.
It's
got to be
interesting
careful.
now watching this. Like you watching the game and you know there's at least 7 to 8 NBA players. Like really good NBA players on both, like playing.
But it isn't like the NBA rules are so different. First of all, one of the things I like about these Olympic rules is they ain't giving up a whole bunch of fouls.
Nah, they play physical. It's like playoff basketball.
Right. And so from that standpoint, all the complaining, like it doesn't help your cause. Right?
Nope.
And I like that. The other thing is ripping it off the rim. That's beautiful.
Oh, they love that.
I love that too. I like that.
You can rip it off the rim.
They love that.
Yeah, so they're going to review right now on this flagrant call. We'll see what happens there. Team USA, they will take on Serbia today, 3 o'clock. Joel Embiid's status. Bit of a question. He is dealing with an ankle. So we will see if he is going to be good to go. Steve Kerr telling reporters that they cannot get lulled into sleep just because they've beaten Serbia twice.
This is correct.
They cannot get a sense of security. What is the spread for today? Do we know?
It's got to be
13.
20. It's 13?
That's what it was yesterday.
It is 11 and a half. No, 15 and a half. Excuse me. On Hard Rock app.
When it started yesterday.
Hard Rock app. Right now.
Smith said Embiid's questionable. Scaredy cat.
Hey. Hey, what did I tell you?
Did say that earlier.
Yeah, I told you what's going to happen.
We broke down what the picture meant.
Yeah.
We understand what the picture meant. They were upset with because they were going with a lie.
They say, look, we giving you a way out. Right? We going to hold you back because, well, you're Embiid and you're always hurt. So
no one's going to not believe us.
Right. Unless you start doing jumping jacks with somebody on your back.
Right. And then Spo has to give you the stink eye because you're not making it look good.
Oh.
What are you cheering on?
It's a tie break in Brazil, USA.
Oh.
And they just took the lead.
All right.
Yeah, it's best of 5.
Yeah, but it's tie break.
This is indoor
The
volleyball?
the last set is tie break. Race to 15.
Damn, Wembanyama just erased a Wagner.
He said just erased one. Which one? The one that's good? Or
I apologize. Wrong intangibles. It was Tice.
Man, they got Tice. They got
Dude, that's got to be like so annoying. This guy is so big. Look at that. I mean, this guy's no Wembanyama. He came from the other side of the paint and just goes arm. Tice just stuffed. He was nowhere near the basket.
Yeah, but the problem is the problem is he built like a windsock. Why don't people put some body on him?
I don't know. No, now he's going to work on Tice. Give him the business.
Get in his kitchen. Get close.
Wemby, idiot, gave it to Gobert. Of course, he coughed it up.
Anna Carolina Cruz is my new favorite player.
Who?
For Brazil.
Oh.
See, you guys don't care about America. You're not scouting the next opponent.
We're watching America.
What else we got? Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Domestic Law Firm? YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Now, I will say this. I have noticed the winds are coming out of the west. Let me see if that's still accurate. But that's why you got those evening showers out west, because that westerly wind kept those clouds and all over West Broward and what have you. It is mostly cloudy, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. The winds are very light at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And because I can't see any clouds, I'm gonna say that they're coming out of the west simply because I don't see any planes. And I would say it's about 90 degrees, but there has been heat advisories and stuff like that. It hasn't felt as hot as they have said it feels, but
or you're just used to the misery.
Right.
Maybe that's where
91 degrees.
He's good. He is good, ladies and gentlemen.
Winds coming, wind gusts are up to 16 miles per hour.
No, or gust. I mean, I don't see no gust. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Is it coming out of the west?
It is coming out of southwest.
Southwest. There you go. See, I can tell because if I haven't seen any plane activity, that means that the planes are coming in over the water. But usually they make the turn right over my house, so I haven't seen any planes.
This guy's good.
Hey man,
he is good. You can't deny that. He is good.
Don't ever underestimate the toss of a little grass every now and then. Not
Marlins,
not tossing it like that to put it in your favorite.
Marlins.
By the way, there's two things I got to get you. I'm gonna bring you a Swisher Sweet, so you know what that is.
Oh, for Tobin.
Tobin.
Oh,
and I'm gonna bring you. I'm looking for that beer.
Oh, the strawberry beer though.
Yeah.
I got an Indy.
I'm gonna try it too.
It was good.
Is it like apple cider? Because I can drink that, or is it like thick?
No, it's not thick at all.
Okay.
You can crush them. I would say probably tastes like a hard lemonade, but strawberry.
Oh, okay, but strawberry. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna say this: us non-intangibles love a fruit flavored drink. I ain't gonna lie.
Marlins, they beat the Cincinnati Reds yesterday.
Vlad, am I lying?
It's true, man.
Hey,
it's true.
Fruit flavor.
You give us non-intangibles like a Welch's grape soda or Welch's strawberry. We good. We're fine.
Hey, that's why. Listen, when you come over to my house, we crush them checks.
Oh,
they got all the flavors: mango, pineapple, apple. Yeah.
By the way, it's a non-intangible house because it's never like it's never the wording. It's like the similar word. It's not purple. It's not grape. It's purple drink.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know where you at.
You know where you at. It's orange drink. It's
red,
never
red.
It's never the flavor.
Give me some of that red Kool-Aid. Red Kool-Aid. What flavor is it? I don't know. Red.
What else we got? Oh, so Marlins won yesterday. They beat the Reds. Berger, couple homers for Jake Berger. He's up to 19 on the year. They'll go for the split tonight.
Okay. Orange pineapple. Oh yeah. Don't forget, Steven, you've
had that. That's good.
That orange pineapple don't play either. Woo!
By the way, Jazz Chisholm with a golden sombrero yesterday.
Yeah,
golden sombrero plus. He's cooled down a little bit since the hottest start known to man, Leroy. He has come back to earth a little bit.
All right.
I didn't know if he was going to continue to be Barry Bonds. Apparently not.
Don't worry, they'll start booing him. It's New York.
Where's all your flash and razzle dazzle now, Jazz Chisholm? Boom. It's gonna have to do with him.
Hey, JFig, you are correct. Number 6.
I don't think that's JFig, dude.
That's
Miami.
me, man. That's me.
Oh,
why would JFig be looking at number 6 from Brazil?
You think JFig is looking at number 6 on Brazil and thinking certified possum holder?
No. That's my bad. My bad. I don't know. Listen. Here, let me apologize. Let me say this. I don't never know who's got control of the comp. Right?
-1.
I don't never know who has control of it. So that's not my fault. That's just bad on me. I should have just put 2 and 2 together. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but you were hypnotized by number 6 is what happened.
No. I'm looking at the score, dude. Hold on. I'm not going.
Oh, yeah. You're looking at the score.
I am looking at the score.
Okay.
I'm looking at all the numbers.
Oh!
Yeah, you just saw it right now, right? The block. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm not lying to you,
Tobin.
Tobin. This is riveting, exhilarating stuff here.
Hey,
Hmm?
game point.
Wow. All right, well, I kind of want to tune in now. What is this? This is America, Brazil. I can go to my Peacock app.
This is America, Brazil. This is the two best countries in volleyball who have an unbolievable rivalry because I watch
All
it
right,
every
so
single
whoever
year.
has this, they go on to the gold medal game.
Whoever wins this set
Over.
goes to the next. Wow.
Oh wait,
Oh,
no.
we got a Larson on our team related to
Got a
Pella.
Larson. She's good.
A lot of hugging and clapping going on. Are we getting going here or what?
Damn, number 19. Jesus.
Here we go. Lining up. Brazil's got it. We had a lot of Brazilians on the on Barry's volleyball team. They were good. Tall.
Yeah, tall.
Like
All right.
Camila Cardoza tall?
Tall,
Yeah.
dude. Like 6'5", 6'6".
Oh, we won.
Oh, everywhere around the world, we're coming to America. Man.
All right.
U.S. has been handing Brazil a lot of losses lately.
A lot of long legs run onto that floor. They are tall, except for the one that's dressed in the other uniform.
There you go.
Is
Team
she like
US.
the captain or something? Or is she the quarterback?
The one
All right,
with
so
the
that-
different jersey. Yeah, the one with the different jersey.
yeah.
They're the captain.
Do you guys know who they're moving on to face? Who's in the semifinal in the
I
other
think,
bracket?
They
The
gotta
next game
flip.
is next, right?
I think the next game, the game is next.
Let's see who we got.
But
Volleyball.
I would like to know. It's probably like some team like Poland or something.
Looks like it is Italy versus Turkey.
Oh, we want to play the Italians.
Italy versus Turkey coming up at 2
For your
o'clock.
own personal reasons.
Yeah.
I will say for the
Wow.
the Olympic viewing experience, Peacock's amazing. This Peacock app, you could go
You can just go to anything,
anything.
Right.
Like you're running a spaceship, a sports spaceship. By the way, Hard Rock app, let's get some bam props up there for today, huh?
Is it not up yet?
No.
Well,
Some action.
2:30.
Give me some action, baby.
They got to
The
make
game's
sure
at
who's
2:30.
playing and who's not.
They know he's playing. Let's get it going. I think they'll cover, though. 15.5 will cover that.
You think?
Yeah.
So everybody's been betting the U.S. because it started off at 13.
Yep.
So
Wow, man. Take a break. Back up to this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. We were just watching this going into the break, but USA advances to the gold medal game in volleyball. They beat Brazil. And on the basketball court, France and Germany tied 33 apiece going into halftime.
That's a low-scoring game.
Wembanyama, he's getting going, dude. And I think in the words of Schmeathan, he's right. He's good.
I'm surprised nobody hasn't been more physical with him.
They're going to call foul.
Dude, but you can be physical without actually taking him down.
No. I said the refs will call foul. This is their goal, man. Man, we're about to see some shady.
Hey, Dolphin Kane said it best. You in France.
But also, like I'm sure people tried to body up Kevin Durant too. Like the guy is
but Kevin Durant plays more of a perimeter.
So does he though, dude. Like he's out camped out on the perimeter. Like he is an alien. It's crazy. The only person who can cook him is Duncan Robinson. That's it.
Okay.
But Duncan Robinson put the moves on him.
The only reason why we're shocked by this is because he's the first tall guy, like really tall guy, who's coordinated.
He is coordinated, but like he's not tall. He's a freak. They're all tall. Kevin Durant lied about his height all these years. He was 7 foot, and this guy's 7'5".
But but he has balance. Like
I know.
Like they're usually not.
He does run sometimes like he look like he's going to just fall down.
Well, I mean, like, look, you can only look so coordinated at 7'5". But dude, like the amount of space this guy covers, it's like we've seen how Giannis can cover these things. This guy's like, even more. Looks like a monster.
You can't miss a 3-pointer and in one step catch an offensive rebound and dunk it back. That's crazy.
Yeah,
he's a giant.
He is.
Like you have Rudy Gobert out there, who is a bum, but also tall, and he looks so small next to him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really weird. It's very weird. Either way, he was giving Wagner that work before halftime. I just like saying Wagner. Uns Wagner keeps it going. So good game going on right now, but yes, low scoring, 33 apiece at the half. And we'll see who is going to advance this gold medal game. U.S. will play for their chance at the gold medal, going to the gold medal game. They play Serbia coming up at 3:00 later on today. Get back into some Dolphins here. So, Leroy, Tyreek Hill, he addressed the media this week and talked about his deal. And, he not only got a big money deal, he had a good weekend. Big money deal. He's named number 1 player in the NFL, but also gave a lot of credit as a guy who was a champion who came here. He says he's a better player now because of Mike McDaniel and Tua. Here's the cheetah.
You know what's crazy, man? Didn't celebrate at all because here's why. My family, and I said this to my family, I'm saying, like, y'all are so used to me winning and, like, getting stuff. Y'all don't even celebrate with me no more. Like, it's just like we wake up, it's like, oh, you're number 1, congrats. And we just move on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got an extension. And we move on, man. But my grandparents flew in with me and my wife. Obviously, we went and celebrated, dinner, celebrated the number 1 day. We got the contract extension, man. That's why I play, man. You feel me? To reach moments like this. And for me to say that, for me to call my shot in 2017 and say that I was going to be the number 1 player, says who I am as a player, man. Like, I'm always hungry. I'm always trying to find ways to get better. And, that's the only way to be in this league. Like, that's how guys like myself, like, last in the league, man, trying to, get better, trying to help the team win, man. So I just thank God. I'm grateful to be in this position. I told Coach McDaniel, man, without you, I still be getting ranked number 15 in Kansas City. So it's awesome, man, to be a part of this, man, with Chris Greer, Mr. Ross, even Tua, man, like, helping me become a better player, man. So I'm excited, man. I'm grateful. Like, I won't never take any of this for granted.
There you go. A happy cheetah. I will say it's been cool when Tyreek Hill came here and immediately started backing Tua publicly, and everybody was so mad at him because he had the audacity to say Tua was more accurate than Patrick Mahomes. But he had his guys back from the start when he got down here.
But can you possess a skill that is exceptional while not being the best at your position?
You can.
Right? It's like the guy. It's like saying, remember, Brett Favre had one of the strongest arms we've ever seen as a quarterback. It didn't mean he was the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but it's anybody who's going to that hallowed ground of questioning Patrick Mahomes. First of all, he's doing it as in a situation where it sounds like like everybody was mad at him because it sounds like sour grapes.
Yeah, I didn't take it as that simply because there's a lot of different ways to play a position, right? And a lot of parts of that separate you from your contemporaries. For example, Josh Allen's a moose. Okay, we can say it's about Ben Roethlisberger. One of the things about Ben Roethlisberger, he could hold the ball forever till somebody got open, because if you got there, you couldn't get him on the ground. That was what he brought to the table.
But it's not even that, Leroy. Like, the bigger point of it is who cares about whether they're more accurate or not accurate. The bigger point is, like, he comes here at a time where Tua is maligned. Like, Tua's a point where, like, he was questioning his own talent, and he's publicly backing him to a guy who was very clearly the best quarterback in the league. And whether it's the point or not, like, he had his back, and the point and to the production level of it, his best 2 years production wise have been with the Dolphins. Right. And so he's telling you here, like, yeah, he has maybe a better player. I don't know if that's going to get as much attention as the most accurate comment, because they're probably all sitting here and being like, we're 2 for 2. You've had your best years, but we've won 2 rings.
And what I'm trying to say is one has nothing to do with the other. Like, you're saying, who is the better winner or the better quarterback?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
you're saying, but we're 2 for 2. That means
that would be a Chiefs argument. Like, that is what they would be saying.
But one has nothing to do with the other. What Tyreek said, it has nothing to do with how good he thinks Patrick Mahomes is. That's the only point I was trying to make, that everybody got all up in a tizzy over him saying he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks I ever played with, or the most accurate, and they took it as a knock on Patrick Mahomes.
Is it a tizzy?
I didn't. Tizzy?
I think it's a tizzy.
Tizzy. All right.
I don't know what a tizzy is.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just
anyway. But saying somebody is more accurate is not a knock on the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, and that's the way people took that. And I did not, because I understand that different positions, you can have different qualities that make you good or great. Like, one of the things about, Patrick Mahomes that we saw in Aaron Rodgers was his ability to make throws in every quarterback, like his body in any situation, sidearm, over the top, under. Like, that's the things that made Aaron Rodgers great. But everybody couldn't do that.
Yeah, you can't take anything. Obviously, he's number one. There's not even a fun argument of him being the best. But
not at all.
Is it like Tyreek's numbers are his numbers? Like, it's not wild to say that he has been a better player than the one who was in Kansas City.
Absolutely. And some people would take that as saying, and just for the argument, saying, oh, he thinks Tua is better. No. And that's where I like, hey man, stop making everything something that it's not. What Tyreek has said, both now and when he first got here with Tua, have nothing to do with the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. Nothing.
Yeah, and obviously not, because if you're getting voted, this is not a media award that he was given. He was given an honor by his. It's a player-given award.
Right.
By the way, that's given around Thanksgiving and voted right before like Christmas. And
is that when they vote for it?
Yeah, that's the reason why. If that's why Tyreek was number one, because we're going by.
Because he was on 2000. He was about to get 2000.
He was on 2000, and when they start voting, it's in November.
Let me explain something. We vote on a lot of stuff, right? And sit in the meeting room, and I'm gonna tell you, the interest of it is not there.
Wait, so right? they hand you out pencil, like little mini pencils with that?
Yeah.
Basically, they said it because the ESPN reporter said that they're there when they're covering teams, and they see when those sheets are handed to them, and then they got to come in and do the recording. And during that time, if you look at last year's stats, Tyreek and Lamar Jackson probably two of the top 3 candidates for NFL MVPs. So I can understand why. I see why they had them during that time.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, there was a point, I think probably by that time, where he was maybe even the favorite, or that he had passed Tua in the odds to be MVP, because at one point Tua was the favorite, and then at one point Tyreek Hill had passed him in the odds for MVP.
Right.
So that's the reason why Tyreek was.
No,
voted.
I get it. They don't tell you when they vote on these things, but look, I just think if you say one thing about a certain player, it's not a knock on another guy, and that's the way we all take it. A lot of times, right? You can't it's almost, they made it sound like he couldn't come here and say anything positive, right, about Tua without it seeming like there's a knock on. Hell, we just did it with Josh Allen, right? But he did give his flowers to Stefon Diggs. But then he goes, oh, but I'm happy with what we got going here.
He also said, miss is a strong word. I'm like,
right. Right. You see what I'm saying? So,
Schmeathan says that Leroy is so old he voted using a quill.
That's funny.
I do like the idea of Leroy with a feather in the meeting room.
Point for Twitcher.
All players, please put your quills down. We are done voting for the top 100.
Did you lick the pen, Leroy?
Vlad, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, it was right there.
We all know greatest player of all time, Lawrence Taylor, number 1.
What are you doing? Vlad just piling on.
I'm sorry, that was a quill pen. You don't hear quill. You don't hear that. So that's funny.
It's like they walk in, they have powdered wigs.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the Declaration of Independence signing.
Wow. All right. I guess I'll just be eating this.
Here's Leroy Quincy Horde. Here.
We'll take a break. Play a little Goosies, no Goosies next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up till 2 here on the program. Time to get to our favorite Thursday game. A little Goosies. No Goosies. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer. Sorry about the little mishap.
Yeah, come on, Leroy. You should have known better.
Yes.
Should have known better.
Maybe you were just admiring some volleyball. We don't know.
No.
We don't know. What do you got today for Goosies, no Goosies, Birderer?
Okay. Well, this first one is a little controversial. USA versus Serbia.
Oh, Goosies galore. I cannot wait. A chance to go play for the gold. It's a huge one today. How could you not have the Goosies for this? Do you not have a pulse as a Patriot?
Oh my goodness. You start this conversation again. I definitely have the Goosies. I'm American. I will be rooting for Team USA.
Same.
Because the Browns are also a part of the USA.
In a lot of ways, Cleveland is like Serbia.
Jeez. What is wrong with you?
Where are your Goosies, JFig?
I have the Goosies.
There you go. Seems like we're all on a line. Vlad, you have the Goosies for this game?
But I'm not going for Serbia.
Goosies for the game, but not for Serbia.
All right. I also don't have Goosies for Serbia, just leaving wiggle room if there is a moment for.
There you go. At least you were honest. At least you were honest.
There could be a Goosies moment for Serbia.
Leaving a little wiggle room. There you go.
Could be. Okay. What's number 2, JFig?
Jim Harbaugh getting a 4-year punishment from the NCAA.
No Goosies. They should have done this last year. All right. We all knew Diz was cheating, and you gave him like some 4-game suspension anyway to make it look good. You had their coach who was crying, and that was a whole dog and pony show. Now you want to act like tough guys that he's gone. Just shows you why the NCAA is so toothless. And by the way, they get right to the point of this now with them. But when it was the Miami Hurricanes, the NCAA with their stupid cloud and investigation, they could never finish it. It was just lingering like a fart in church all the time. No Goosies for the NCAA in anything.
No Goosies.
Top bums.
I don't have the Goosies for this because you trying to show or save face by suspending a guy that's making $10 million a year in the NFL. It's the same thing they did with Pete Carroll, right? He got the same thing. Like, enough. Like, don't be fake. Don't be phony.
That's what they are, though. I didn't even know they could still hand out punishments. I thought that we took all their power away.
The NCAA is the reason why Reggie Bush got his Heisman back.
That's the reason that he got it back, or that's
for the same stuff. Like, how you gonna penalize a coach that ain't even coaching with you, and then give the players the more the penalty that hurts them more than anybody, and say it's about the kids.
JFig, where are your Goosies with dirty cheating Harbaugh getting a punishment?
I don't like fakes and I don't like phonies. No Goosies.
Wow.
I tell you what.
No Goosies.
He still get that ring though.
He does. Damage is done there.
Right.
Damage is done.
Man, Wembanyama basically just put Schroeder in a baby Bjorn. Swatted him away like it was nothing. He looks like he could fit like.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Really?
Like, are you watching the game as well?
He looks like if you were playing with a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
You swat him just for fun.
Wild. Vlad, where are your Goosies?
There's no Goosies for this. Come on, man. The guy's gone. Like that's
right.
Like you said, that's
like to come out and penalize him now does what? And you notice what they did, right? Unlike what they did in all the other situations with the coach gone, they penalized the school. They penalized the person here, which is even more phony. And I'm a Michigan person, so But it's just crazy how they, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't get it.
It's weird.
Well, I don't know. Do we take the NCAA seriously anymore?
No.
Because they ain't running the show.
No, they're bums. This is them throwing a tantrum to make it seem like they got power. They got no power. What else you got for Goosies? No Goosies, JFig.
The Dolphins wearing throwback jerseys. Week 2 versus Buffalo. And for Thanksgiving versus Green Bay.
So, question, usually this time of year,
yep,
they put in to wear white. So the visiting team got to wear their dark jerseys in the sun.
Yeah.
So are they wearing the throwback white jerseys?
They better because it's Thursday night game, so it doesn't really affect them.
So it don't matter.
No, they're
wearing the teal.
I think what they did was teal for home Thursday night and then white for the Thanksgiving game on the road.
Well, no, but usually it's your dark colors at home and your whites on the road.
That's what you just said.
But what they do is you can put an exception in. So there was a lot of home games in September.
Yeah.
As a Cleveland Brown, I wore white.
The Dolphins do the same thing. Yeah, like you said, they want that heat advantage, but one's a night game, so I think they're
my Buffalo game's an 8:15 game, so
so it's not gonna matter, right?
Yeah. Plus, it takes a while. Like if they were to go back to back white jersey games, it's tough on the equipment crew. You got to get the bleach stains. You know, it's tough.
What?
Well, I just imagine like you got to do a lot. You got to get the OxyClean out there.
You know,
quick turnaround.
Wait.
It's too much.
Wait. I got Vlad. I got this. I got this. You do realize that if you play 2 away games, you not only play white back to back, but you got to fly the stuff from another state back to home to clean them.
That's fine, but you would agree it's a quick turnaround. Like you'd want to have a
little.
But
they can clean the damn jerseys. What are you talking about?
You get a little bit more time. It's
you don't. You go back to back home road games. You wear white back to back. What are you talking about?
You get a little bit more time. Like it's a little. You would say it's a. I'm not saying they can't do it, but you would want a little bit more reprieve on doing it. You know, you think they just do all that laundry in one night?
Yeah.
I would like to know if they do that laundry.
No, I think they dry clean the jerseys.
Do you think they'd use bounce sheets to keep the static cling away?
I would hope so. Downy, a little downy.
They dry clean the jerseys, and I don't think you need it because they're that stretchy stuff. So it doesn't need.
But it's definitely stain remove strong, right? Like because I mean, if you play in the grass, like you play in Cleveland,
I played in dirt.
Yeah,
I played in dirt. Yeah, Red, we look like we just played a baseball game.
Yeah. Well, you weren't getting that baseball stain out. I don't know what they were. How
They
did
were white and clean.
Must have some magic.
And if not, if they can't clean them out, here's the interesting thought: the Dolphins are worth $4 billion. Give that guy a New Jersey.
But I thought there were cheapskates with that stuff. Like I thought they make you pay for jerseys and stuff like that.
No.
But you would say, like, if I was running laundry,
I wouldn't say.
No, but if you were running laundry, if you were running laundry for the Dolphins,
I wouldn't say.
If you were running laundry for the Dolphins, you'd want the extra days, right? Like, give me till Thursday.
You get the same amount of days, regardless. Here, dude, check this out. Hold on. Let me explain to you how this works.
The type code works fine.
I got this. When you play a home game, they put the jerseys in a bag.
Okay.
They bring them back to the facility, and on Monday they clean them. When you're in a road game, you fly back after the game, you put all the stuff in the facility, you clean them on Monday. The days don't change regardless of where you're playing.
There's had to be a time where Rocco, the equipment guy, needed an extra day.
Tobin, first of all, they're only wearing these jerseys 2 times.
Right.
And there's a big 2-month gap between those.
Understood, but that's what I'm not talking. I'm not talking about that, Vlad. Imagine a situation where like the Dolphins did go back-to-back whites for like, so let's say week 1.
They won't go back-to-back whites.
Yeah, but not with 4 days. Not with 4 days. It's too much on the laundry.
Why are they? When are they going back-to-back 4 days?
Then they go 3 weeks in a row on the road.
The first 2 games are Sunday, Thursday.
Okay,
but they're going to go white jerseys, white regular jerseys. I imagine for the home opener. Then they go teal throwbacks.
No, we didn't. So white and teal.
Right.
Okay, but if they had to go white and white, they'd get cleaned on Monday.
I don't know, dude. That's a lot of pressure.
I'm telling you.
It's a lot of pressure on the laundry.
You know what's amazing? I absolutely love. I'm telling him something that is factual, and you still have questions.
You didn't even play when there was Thursday Night Football.
I did. Wait,
Wow.
hold on. Hold on. And I played on Thanksgiving.
Okay, but do you remember whether you went purple or did you go white purple?
We went
Purple white. You went
we
white
had
purple.
usually you will not do a Sunday game and a Thursday game on the road. So you either go Sunday on the road, Thursday at home, or Sunday at home, Thursday on the road.
So you agree with me that these jerseys, there was no rush to get to the jersey.
Or you could go home.
But home, you're probably going purple, a lot easier than having to get the white stains out, right?
I played indoors. What are you
He
doing?
did play indoors. He did play indoors.
What are you doing?
Oh, so it was easier for them. No dirt.
You sound so defeated.
What about blood?
Fair.
Turf.
But not everyone's going to bleed.
Yeah. A lot of blood.
Everyone?
A lot of turf burn, dude.
Blood?
What do you think turf burn?
Sweat and tears.
Oh my goodness.
You can't tell me that. Hold on.
I'm not having this conversation anymore.
Urine?
You have no idea.
No, you can't tell me in the equipment department, though. There's no way that they're not thinking like, oh, all white jerseys this week. You know, like they have to be thinking about this is gonna be tough to clean.
Because as I told you before, the same time every week the jerseys get cleaned. I don't care if you're using them the next week or not. They go in for laundry on Monday.
Okay, but let's
So
just
they're
say,
not going back-to-back weeks in 4 days with white uniforms.
That'd be
They're
too
not
much
doing
stress.
that.
I understand you
They're
couldn't
not
do
doing
that to the equipment department. You couldn't do that.
It
couldn't do
wouldn't
that.
matter though.
That would be I gotta. If I'm thinking about it, that's it. That is a quick turnaround.
No,
Like,
It is a quick turnaround.
Those jerseys
Hey,
got to be
listen,
ready by 11.
Hold
like,
on,
by
hold
Thursday
on.
morning.
Hold on. Let me explain to you what happens. Monday, the uniforms go out to be cleaned. On Tuesday, when I usually come in to get workout or watch film or whatever,
Yeah.
they are taking the jerseys out of the plastic and putting them away every Tuesday. So whether you play at home, whether you play on the road, whether you play on Thursday, whether you play a week, 4 days, the same thing happens every Monday and Tuesday.
Respectfully, though, you didn't play with HDTV, so like they didn't have to be as clean.
Hold on,
those
Tobin.
times.
Hold on, Tobin. Leroy might have stained his uniform, and it wasn't because of playing. Somebody was holding food in uniforms at times.
That's
and
true.
So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
the
I wasn't
maybe
holding
the
food
stains
while
was
I was
just the
playing.
package.
Rocco, the equipment.
While I was playing.
No, Rocco, the equipment guy, definitely thought back in Cleveland. He goes, "A horde with the mustard stains on his socks."
Yeah.
No, I ate it. It was at halftime.
Doesn't matter. So you didn't get a stain.
It was
You
in
went,
my locker. No,
you went clean.
You've never eaten on the bench. You've never eaten on the bench.
no.
You'll excuse me if I'm a little skeptical of that, Mr. Chicken Wing on the floor.
I'm saying I can't
Underneath
see
your
you
chair.
not seeing some type of food in the sideline for you not to eat it.
No, I never ate during games. I ate at halftime.
Anyway,
What is wrong with
getting
y'all?
back to the point,
Y'all-
no Goosies for the throwback jerseys. I wish they were every week.
And here's Smith. See what y'all did? Leroy's the only running back to take a handoff with relish in his hands. Why y'all think I'm on the football field like snacks? Like,
That's a great run by Leroy Horde. But if that's Robert Smith, he's got sauerkraut.
what is wrong with y'all? I like it's amazing. It's amazing that where my career has gone dealing with y'all.
What
Especially
do you
you
mean?
two. Like
I'm just
I
concerned
thought I
about the
had a
laundry.
halfway decent career. Now you got me
You're
with
very
mustard,
concerned about the laundry.
with mustard on my uniform and stuff like that. What about the blood, dude? I split my lip from here to here, and there was, I mean, terrible.
Ketchup.
No, it was not.
They south.
Oh my goodness.
A third and 36. Leroy couldn't catch up.
Oh my goodness.
You got the Goosies, Leroy?
Of what?
I don't remember.
No, it's the throwbacks. I got Goosies with the throwbacks, even though I will admit I can't tell the difference.
That's crazy. They look so much sweeter, the throwbacks. I wish they were.
You know what's gonna happen, right? Because the Vikings got this unbelievable
I'm
icy
getting one.
uniforms.
Yeah, those are cool.
Leroy's gonna ruin that. He's gonna eat food one day on that, and like
Definitely.
Oh, no, you best believe I'm gonna come in helmet and jersey.
The Packers copied it. They did the same thing. It doesn't look as cool though. Doesn't look as cool because like the Vikings are like metallic
Vikings,
purple.
Yes, Vikings and just the Vikings going white. You associate that with yeah.
I would say that.
Stop taking shots at my boy Leroy, man. Come on, Schmeathan. Leroy fumbled so much because he had bacon grease on it.
Hey, well, look, I will say this: I did fumble a lot. I wasn't the record fumbler, but yeah, I did fumble a lot.
Do you have 2 practice
You guys are
jerseys? So
making
let
Leroy
me ask you
feel
this: when you go in for the next day, so you practice on a Tuesday and then you practice on a Wednesday, then a Thursday. Is that the same practice jersey, or is it 2 practice jerseys?
You throw your jersey and all of your pants and stuff in a bag, and then they wash the bags every night.
And the next day it's ready?
And then when we had 2 days, they wash them in between practices.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. You wear the offense wears the jersey that you're gonna wear that week. So if you're wearing white, the offense will wear white. If you're wearing the dark jerseys, the offense will wear dark jerseys. So you switch from week to week depending on, but no, every day. You throw it in the bag, it will wash it right away.
Laundry guy has to be so excited when the cuts come.
It's the same people, dude. The equipment, the manager, they do all that stuff.
Yeah, but you got to imagine they're so happy when guys get cut because they're like, I mean, you're cutting your laundry in half.
Pretty much. No, look, they handle it. Now they have more people, right? Because you got additional ball boys.
How many guys did you have in camp?
What, ball boys?
Nah, just people who did the cleaning, of the clothes.
Did all this stuff during football season. Well, during game, you have guys during games, so they would come during games. But you probably have 15 guys.
Stun Steve says Tobin thinks each team has 1 laundry guy.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, that's the sign of a good. It is. It's the sign of a good laundromat. Like you have 1 guy who's putting in all the care.
Oh my goodness.
Did you have to give him your ticket?
No, dude. Mysteriously, my jersey showed up in my locker every time.
Amazing.
Or the bag. The bag that you put all your stuff in.
Honestly, I agree with Trevor. Can we put Tobin on a video being the equipment guy for one day?
No, you could.
Oh, that might be a good bet.
I don't want to. Too much pressure.
That would be amazing.
I wouldn't want to mess up the system.
You would not be amazed at how much work those guys do early in the morning. Like when we get there at 7:00, them guys been there for an hour or 2.
I saw
when you grab the jersey. Is it like mentally fresh? Like, can you smell?
Does it smell like Downy?
Yeah, like can you smell the Downy? Like
the soft.
But I think the jerseys are dry cleaned. So they get sent out and they get.
So wait. If it's dry cleaned, do you get the jersey? Does it have like that blue staple with the paper on it? Like
No, they take all that off.
I really don't think they would have the staple, Vlad.
I just told you on
I
I just told you on Tuesday. All them they're in the bag like you're talking about, and they take all that apart, fold them up.
Oh, okay then. So it was stapled.
It
then.
does.
Okay.
They're all on hangers, and they do you know what? They dry clean the pants too.
I really deterred this Goosies, no Goosies. I apologize to everybody.
Yes, you did because you're being told.
100%.
You can't help it.
Now for that, you have to interview the equipment guy.
I'd love to.
Giuseppe.
No, because you're gonna ask him stupid questions.
I'm not gonna ask stupid questions.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
I want a very intense one-on-one.
Let me explain something. The only people he don't ask crazy questions to is the fight game.
That's not
He's
true.
very serious.
Hold on. Tobin might be right because I would love to know. I would love to interview the equipment the equipment manager or the laundry person during the time Crowder was playing because Crowder used to go on himself.
And I bet you, and it's the same guy because
Probably the same guy.
So I would like to know like how hard it is to take the stain off. Somebody
say I thought the players wore a new jersey every game. Nope, dude. Sometimes like during the season, you will rip your jersey. That thing would be stitched up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take a break. Final hour coming on up.
WQAM.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you up until 2 here on the program.
On the program?
We'll be talking to Misfits Boxing President Mams Taylor at the end of this hour. He's got an accent. That's all I really know about him. Goes like this.
British?
I assume so. Unless he's just fooling everybody. Misfits Boxing is going to be at the James L. Knight Center on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are so inclined to check it out. Let's get to our headlines. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. It looks kind of gloomy outside.
Does it? Ominous?
It just looks like, how can I explain it? Vlad, I can explain it to you. You've lived up north. When it's in the winter and it's cloudy, but it's not raining, it's just a gloomy, cloudy day, but it don't look like it's going to rain or anything.
So it looks like England?
Gloom and gloom.
Right.
And gloom.
That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like it's going to rain because there's no rain clouds, but it's very cloudy.
It just messes up your whole thought process of what to do. You're like, I can do something, but you're still.
I don't want to commit to it because
I don't want to commit to it. Right. So this is, I know exactly what you're saying.
And then this time of year, it's still hot, so you could go to the beach, but there's no sun.
Okay. So on a summer night, in August, today is like you said, let me hit the beach or let me hit Las Olas. But then you're also thinking there's a good chance that these clouds might actually come in and it starts raining, and then you're like, why did I step out the house when I could have stayed at
So
home?
you just don't
stayed
know.
home.
Here, it's almost like the cone of uncertainty.
It's almost like Tobin's thought processes with his teams.
I feel like my thought processes are spot on.
Oh my goodness. Let's You
Right
are
now.
something else.
Right now, France is on top of Germany, 66-55. 6 minutes left in the game, Leroy. The winner moves on to the gold medal game and will await the winner of Team USA versus Serbia.
There's no way they're going to let France lose this game now.
Well, they got all the momentum right now. They've doubled up their scoring in the second half. Germany.
Who's got the blonde hair?
Where? Which one?
The German.
Is that Bingo? Bongo? I forget his name. Bamingo, I think is his name. Big man.
I tell you what, regardless of what country, a lot of non-intangibles playing basketball today.
Not for Serbia.
Yeah. What do you mean? Serbia's got nothing but intangibles.
Serbia's
they got nothing but intangibles. That's the only country.
Maybe a horse.
They do have a horse.
I got to tell you, I have caught myself watching more Olympics than I thought I would.
Me too. I've loved it.
But it's like I've always said to you, Todd, I like watching competition. It don't really matter what.
I've watched all kinds of
all about competition.
Right. And it's crazy. Like you watch the gymnastics.
Love it.
Like I had somebody text me. He says, man, this pole vault. I say, you just watching for the crashes.
Oh, I love it. But when they make it, you get really happy.
Yeah, when that guy broke the world record yesterday or the other day, I was happy for him.
Yeah, the Swedish guy.
You know what happens is, and then folks get confused because they do the decathlon and they do the same events, but they're good at everything, but not great at one thing. And so you get caught up with, wait, didn't the guy that went to shot put went like 60 meters or whatever?
So you're saying they're a bunch of track and field Eichenbergs?
No, but they do 10 events, dude.
Well, he's played 10 positions.
True.
Oh my goodness. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen now.
What's that?
Eichenberg's gonna have a good year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to try to wiggle out of calling. I didn't call him a bum. What I said was, and then we're going to do the wiggle room thing again.
No wiggle room. If he can, first of all, I'm rooting for that. I hope that happens. I hope I'm wrong.
Okay.
Nothing would please me more than him shutting me up and proving me wrong. But you know what? I'm not going to be negative about it. You know what? I'm gonna say, from now on, I'm going to have a no Eichenberg harassment rule. I'm not going to bother Liam Eichenberg. I'm not going to say nothing about. I'll even say good things about Liam Eichenberg if that meant that he is going to be a better player. I don't think it's going to happen.
There you go. You didn't even last 2 minutes.
I just don't think it's going to happen. But I will try. I will try.
Wait, can I just ask you this? Because here's the conversation that I have with a lot of my friends who think this of players, right? Like, first of all, he's amongst the 1% of 1% of people that do that job.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start there. Second of all, it is really hard to play 3 different positions on the offensive line, which is why he hasn't really been able to excel at any position because they've needed him to move around. Now that he's only playing one position, if nobody gets hurt, keep in mind, he's going to be the first one they move. But if nobody gets hurt and he only plays one position and can excel at that one position, why wouldn't you think he would be better? Like, I'm telling you, it's a hard thing to do. That's why I tell you, a lot of times they'll draft centers because the centers can then play guard. Right. A lot of times they'll draft guards, and then that means you don't have to draft a lot of different positions because you have one guy who you can work in all those positions. So if he only plays one position and he excels at it because nobody gets hurt and they don't have to move him around, right? There's your answer right there. It wasn't that he sucked. It's that they moved him around so much. And it's a hard thing to do. I'm telling you, it's really hard.
What if he does play this year at one position and still stinks?
Oh, then okay. Then then and I bet you the team's going to be the same way. Yo, we gave you a spot. Anyway. But at some point, everybody's going to reach that same conclusion. But I'm telling you why you may reach that conclusion sooner, because you don't fully understand what he's going through.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow. Dolphins, first preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons. 7:00 is your kickoff from Hard Rock Stadium. Jordan Poyer's wife, by the way, she revealed on social media that her husband is dealing with a thumb injury. That is why he has missed the last 6 practices.
Thumb injuries suck. But if it's football and he plays linebacker.
Safety.
Put the club on him. Hey.
Man, you killed, was it Philip Wheeler for that?
No, I did not kill Philip Wheeler. I killed the head coach, knowing that he just left the offense that likes to flex that tight end out wide, and your best option was to put somebody out there with a billy club on their head. When you knew that was coming. He should have never got caught off guard with that. You were just there. And he's out there man to man with what's the dude Hellboy out there with a Hellboy arm, right? And wonder why he got beat. That's what I was mad about. You just went with their offense. You know what they're gonna do. So, don't come at me.
Love a good Hellboy reference, man.
Yeah, don't come at me with that foolishness. I knew what I was saying. It had nothing to do with Philip Wheeler. It had to do with the damn coach. Philip Wheeler shouldn't have been out there trying to play DB.
Preseason football starts, gets going. There's some more tonight.
What the hell?
Carolina Panthers take on the Patriots at 7:00. That's on NFL Network. And then the Giants host the Lions at 7.
That's the reason why you love the Olympics, Leroy.
Why?
Because it's real competition just to get you to the football season. That's it.
It's been helpful. It has been helpful.
Flipped through the channels, and I'm like, ooh, look. I was watching Diamond.
I watched.
They were explaining it. Ooh, she had a little splash here. And then one of the Chinese girls went in, barely broke the water. I'm like, damn, that's a 10 right there.
Like a herring, dude.
10. She went in with dude, from 30 feet in the air, flipping around, hit the water, no splash.
Man.
I'm like, wow, that's got to be a 10.
Was it a 10?
Yeah, it was a 10.
Perfect.
Look at you, diving entrepreneur.
No, it wasn't, but it was amazing.
He's an aficionado in diving.
He's an aficionado right now.
Then I immediately went to Instagram to see diving fails.
Oh,
Of course he did. Oh,
You really are a child.
I'll tell you what. I get caught up in just watching that stuff. Oh.
We'll take a break. But first, if you guys want to go to Country Bay Music Festival right now, caller number 3 to 305-567-0560. Caller 3 to 305-567-0560 is going to win a pair of 2-day general admission passes. It is November 9th and November 10th at Miami Marine Stadium. Got Zach Brown Band, Carrie Underwood. Diplo presents Thomas Wesley. Dustin Lynch is going to be there. If you guys want to go, caller 3 right now to 305-567-0560 is going to win a pair of 2-day general admission passes. It is November 9th and 10th. If you don't win your way in, you can purchase your tickets at countrybaymusicfestival.com. But right now, caller 3 will get a pair of tickets, a pair of 2-day passes to Country Bay Music Festival. Back after this. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. If you guys miss any of the show, you get the Tobin and Leroy podcast available for you on all podcast platforms. I know there's been some merging. We changed back channels, so you guys might want to check your feed on that, but I believe everything should be up and running. And if you're not able to, if you're having any issues, you guys could go to YouTube and Twitch and watch the full episode there. Miami 560 WQAM. Wagner?
Not going out without a fight.
Schroeder.
This is like a Eastern European war.
How about this?
70-68 with 35 seconds left.
Who's got the ball? I don't have USA. We don't have USA over here.
France with just under 40 seconds left here, Vlad. Down 2. France crowd going crazy, of course. And this is to go to the gold medal game.
Let's go Germans. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Really? Just because you don't like the French?
I don't like Gobert. I'm just worried that the U.S. is going to get screwed. Some
shenanigans. Yeah, I got you.
And because that would be the biggest thing for France to host the Olympics and to beat the Americans in the sport that America's loves the most.
Oh yeah, they go crazy. They're definitely you could definitely see some shady stuff going on there for sure. Like the hometown team.
What? All of a sudden LeBron got 3 fouls in like the first 2 minutes of the game. Yeah, they're gonna do something. It's gonna be like crazy calls. All of a sudden, like Embiid and Bam got 3 fouls in the first half.
No, you're right. It's right for chicanery for sure. It is right for chicanery. But this has been a fun back and forth. It looked like France had this in the bag, and Germany not going down. They are bringing the ball up the court right now as they will try and ice this game. 15 left on the shot clock for France.
Who gets the ball? Fournier?
Gotta imagine they're gonna give it to Wemby.
Because they got to make Wemby the biggest star. They want to do this. This is all for Wemby. If he could lead them to a gold medal.
Oh! Wow.
What happened?
Nick Batum in the corner misses a 3.
Ooh, rebound?
And rebound goes to Wagner, but he falls all over his face and he turns it over out of bounds.
Oh!
He had it, dude. He had the ball. He's calling for a trip on Fournier. I don't know if he's going to get it.
Hey, man, do VAR. Do VAR like in soccer.
I don't know if he's going to get it, dude. I think that was just his intangibles failing him.
There's nothing worse when your intangibles fail.
Looks like he short-circuited. He got too excited. He got too excited. Tough for Wagner.
Which Wagner? The good one or the brother?
Franz.
Why did they put the first name on there?
So they can tell them apart?
Everybody's a Wagner. I mean, most people are Wagners down there in Germany, bro.
Man.
They do that in a lot of countries.
12 seconds left. 12 seconds left right now.
Foul.
A lot of cuts.
Got a foul.
Man, he's going to be killing himself over that.
Yeesh.
Had it. Had that ball. Wow. What a situation we got going on here. Do you think it's going to be as dramatic later this afternoon?
No.
No.
Me neither.
Oh, even though you won it, though.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
But
you're implying.
Well, I'm just saying if that situation did happen, and of course it has to be under the circumstances of a Jović game winner.
So I have a question.
Sure.
All these New Yorkers down here that go, I'm a Dolphins fan, unless they play the Jets or what have you, right?
Mm-hmm.
No bigs. But me and a team that I played for,
right?
You giving me a hard time.
I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm relating it to because I'm just trying to say you and me are kind of the same in this situation.
No, we're not.
No, but we are.
You don't have skin in the game like that.
I have skin in the game. I have skin in the Jović game. That's my guy.
That's one of your favorite players. That's different than having skin in the game of an organization.
I have skin in the game.
Tobin.
What?
Stop acting like
Wembenyama misses a free throw.
Hey, Dude, I'm behind. Stop spoiling it.
Oh no! That's a problem.
I'm not trying to hear anything from
That's a
you,
problem.
Dragon Spoiler. He looks a little nervous. The cheeks are tight. The French cheeks are tight right now. Get Wembanyama. Wembanyama needs to make this a 3-point game.
Wouldn't it be the same way like what happened with Australia? And who did Australia play? They went in overtime with Patty Mills.
Serbia.
Oh, Serbia.
Serbia, yeah.
All right, he hits the second one. They're up 3. 11 seconds left for Germany.
If your friends do you foul so that you don't give them 3-point shot, you play the free throw.
I think at some point you get a foul in the ball in these rules.
I don't know what the foul situation is. I'm not sure if they have one to give or
They
what.
took a timeout and moved it up the court.
Wow. It's all happening right now. France.
It's amazing that on a team of tall dudes, everybody has to reach up to dap him.
Yeah. Nice.
That's some tight cheeks, Karen. That's some tight cheeks.
Woo.
Rudy Gobert not
Look,
doing anything.
look at him. He's
just
nervous.
standing there. The coach is like, get out of here. Oh, you see Spo. Spo's excited. He's in the tunnel right now. They're showing him. He's happy because he's not next to Embiid right now.
We realized what was going on.
Is Embiid out? Which, again,
I don't know if we've got a word on that.
Again.
He's not with the space.
Wait, I already set this up for you guys earlier. So it won't be a shocker.
Hmm?
It won't be a shocker if Embiid.
No, it
don't
won't
play.
be a shocker. But it was, but that does make all the sense in the world now that he was dealing with that. Why Spo was so like, hey man, you're not doing this right.
Yeah, like they're about to lie, and this guy is just totally ruining the lie. That's why both Spo and Steve Kerr looked at him like, this guy.
You're ruining the cover up, Joel. Come on, dude.
Well, you didn't want
Rudy
to say,
Gobert didn't play the second half apparently.
No, the coach hates him.
wow.
He's another one. He's like made up a finger surgery or something like that. Coach is like, finger surgery.
I almost didn't recognize Schroeder without his blondie.
All right, we got the inbounds coming here from Germany. Oh man, big action. He does do the foul. They had the foul to give.
Okay, foul to give. Yeah, they're gonna play the free throw game, bro. The Europeans like to play the free throw game. They're gonna extend the game.
Oh, here comes Gobert. Don't throw him a lob. Trying to get the and one, he'll blow it.
Well, wait, no. Gobert's defense. He's in there for defense.
Fair point.
France.
Yeah, why would you have Gobert in defense when they're gonna shoot a three?
Oh, he is the free throw man. All right, so Schroeder's at the line. They did not have a foul to give. I apologize.
Oh,
you see that finally? Yeah.
Oh, misses it.
Well, he can't miss this one now.
He gotta miss it.
No, he can't.
You gotta miss it.
Gotta miss it because he's gonna want to get that rebound, get a hit, clank it hard, try and kick it out for a 3.
Tobin, you're spoiling the game for people. They're telling you to pause and to move.
I don't know what to tell you,
yourself.
JFig. There's other people who are listening who aren't watching the game right now.
Yeah,
So-
just that's what I say. Mute Tobin because I'm behind too.
You know what? Why don't we just take a break and you can watch the end of it? We'll take a break.
You can
back
have
after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. France is moving on. They have beaten Germany, and they are headed to the gold medal game. They will await the winner of Team USA versus Serbia, which is coming up at 3 o'clock. Of course, Heat's Bam Adebayo been playing great for Team USA. Nikola Jović, if he's not sick, could be back for Serbia. But Serbia has gotten their butts kicked by Team USA twice. But don't get lulled into sleep.
And like what happened yesterday ain't got nothing to do with what's going to happen today.
Those games don't matter anymore.
Okay.
Behind you, Leroy.
All right.
Now, we've been giving away a bunch of tickets to this. The fans are fired up. James L. Knight Center coming up this weekend. Misfits Boxing is going down. And we got the co-president joining us here. Mams Taylor joining us on the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop hundreds of Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Man, what's going on? How are you?
Good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you. How excited are you for this event coming up on Saturday?
I'm really excited. It's going to be a stacked card. Our shows are always a great atmosphere. First time in Miami. First time Misfits comes to Miami. Definitely not my first time, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
This matchup between Bruckner and FaceTime, this is a heated matchup. These guys like each other. Is there personal beef here? How did this one come to be?
Well, it's for the first round of the Cruiserweight tournament, and both are very equally matched and can really fight. They have a big following. Bruckner's got a family channel, and FaZe is a gamer with a big following from FaZe Clan. And they're both the nicest guys. So honestly, a lot of what happens in Misfits is there's beefs that get settled essentially. With this, it sounds it's nothing like a presidential debate when they're arguing. I'll tell you that much.
It's not. Wait, that all changed as soon as somebody get hit. Right?
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. They're definitely not taking it easy on each other in the ring. So that's where the action is going to be. They're both just very nice guys. But there are a lot of guys on the card that aren't that nice as well. So it's worth tuning in. We have, as well as the Misfits boxers, the crossover boxing, we have Jahan Ingram, who knocked out Rolly Romero in sparring. He's 4-0, 4 knockouts, making his debut with us in Misfits Pro. And we have Amir Anderson, who's a 10-time champion, should have been in the Olympics, but there's been some politics and stuff of that nature. He'd have been bringing home the gold, but he's signed to Misfits now, so it worked out for me.
So what is the mix you like when you're putting these cards together between guys who want to settle personal beefs as opposed to, putting on guys who are going to put on entertaining fights?
Honestly, I think combat sports has moved towards more entertainment. There's guys from the UFC that get cut if they're not entertaining fighters, even if they're 9-0, 10-0. If they're not entertaining the crowd and they're just wrestling and hugging you, and they don't get the airtime anymore. So you got to be careful to create a blend where it's going to be good action on and off camera. At the same time, Mayweather, for the casual fan, was not the most exciting fighter. You have to be really into boxing to appreciate how amazing his technique was. But for the casual fan, they tuned in because he was so entertaining, and they wanted a 5% chance to watch this guy get knocked out because of his, his demeanor and his what they perceived as arrogance. So they're like, oh man, I'm gonna watch Andre Berto. Maybe Berto will knock him out. Maybe not Berto as much. No diss to him, but there were times where people believed Conor McGregor could beat Mayweather. Now I knew that wasn't going to happen, but the perception of that is what made that the second biggest pay-per-view of all time. So I think we have a really good mix of that. We've got some characters that you'll either love or you'll hate, and you won't be indifferent to. And we've got guys who really they don't hesitate, then they don't pull their punches. So it's a very entertaining product.
You think it's a shame that the skill of not getting hit is not valued anymore because it's deemed not entertaining?
Yes, but I think it's still appreciated by hardcore boxing fans and enthusiasts who understand it. But you know, it's a different time. It's the same in the music business. It's the same in lots of other businesses. It's not just talent that makes you a superstar in that sport. You have to come. Social media is such a big thing, isn't it? And it's only just growing and growing. So if you don't have a profile and you're not able to entertain on the microphone, it's gonna affect your superstardom to a degree, you know?
You man, do you feel like we've reached a breaking point at all though with the crossovers with the Jake Paul Mike Tyson thing? Because like he's so old, man. I love Mike Tyson. Like this is a you know, one of the historic figures of boxing, and like the idea that he's at 58 gonna go take on somebody who may be juiced to the gills and is still a big puncher, like I don't like it, man. I think there is like, do you, as somebody who is in this game, but like, do you think there's a breaking point at a certain of what the crossover should be?
Yes, I absolutely do. I mean, look, for Misfits Boxing, our health and safety, we do more testing than any other governing body, anyone else when it comes to our fighters' health. We make sure they have MRIs, everything that is not mandatory in the different states that we fight in. We certainly would never put a 58-year-old against a 25-year-old in their prime. And I'll tell you, look, Mike Tyson could, and you guys might argue with me, but Mike Tyson could have been the greatest ever if he continued on the trajectory when he was with Rooney and he didn't get into partying and all the stuff that he got into. He could have been the best ever. He had the most unbelievable raw talent, and his footwork and his head movement was insane. But then if you watch after he left Rooney, because Rooney was like, look, I'm not going to coach you if you're going to keep partying and not turning up and being late. Because when Customoto was around, Mike wouldn't do that kind of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, he would go to his fights and rely solely on his extraordinary power, and it would win him the fights. And, you know, he's out in Japan partying the night before he's fighting Buster Douglas. That was going to happen sooner or later. It was going to catch up with him. And his legacy was tarnished by a bunch of stuff, but he somehow has turned it around. He's a lovable guy. You know, I'm not all inspired by too many people, but Mike is one of them. Every time I've seen Mike, I'm like, oh my God, I'm fangirling over him. You know, it's Mike Tyson. That guy had the aura that no other boxer ever had. Just by looking at you, you crapped your pants, you know? So his legacy to be tarnished by fighting someone that much younger than him. Mike was done 20 years ago when he sat on that stool and said, I'm done, when an average heavyweight boxer beat him. So at 60 years old, he's going to come and fight someone who's in their prime, who's an average boxer at best, and he's going to get himself hurt. It's a terrible thing. It should not be allowed. No commission should allow that fight, to be honest with you.
And I'm with you, man. Like it's one of those things where, you know, I just think I get the game. Like I'm not like against this stuff. I'm not, you know, we've been to influencer boxing cards. We've been to bare knuckle. We've been to everything.
Right.
But I do remember, like, I went to one where like Holyfield was 60 and he went in there with a Vitor Belfort who was, you know, looking like he was dipped in some good stuff. And I'm like, that's just, there has to be a breaking point at some point.
I agree. Look, if you're going to match up, like not Holyfield, but if Roy Jones wants to fight at 50, in his mid 50s, and Anderson Silva, who's like coming up to 50, that's cool. Let them fight each other. But Father Time remains undefeated. When you're look, I'm 45 years old. I stay fit. I do things. Sometimes if I do nothing for 3 days, I go to sleep healthy and I'll wake up with 3 different problems in my back. Like, this is what happens when you enter your 40s, 50s, and certainly 60s. You cannot function the same way that you used to, no matter how much you want to mentally. Things catch up with you, especially if you've had a career in combat sports. And that was horrible. I love Vitor, good friend of mine. But, you know, there was no business with Holyfield had no business being in that ring at that age. And it was a sad day to see that. He was
barely making it when he was at the end of his prime.
You're right.
Right? Like, we had questions when he was at the end of his career about Holyfield being able to go in the ring.
The sad thing is, look, and I'm not putting anyone down. I respect all these guys. They're legends, you know. Holyfield, Vitor, they've all done incredible things in their sports. But I think with us, we certainly love entertainment. We're the only ones who've successfully put on tag team boxing, which if you haven't seen it, it's really entertaining. It's legit, good action in the ring. And you've got purists who say, "Oh, you guys are ruining the sport." We're not ruining shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. We're not ruining anything. What we're doing is we're bringing more eyeballs, more excitement, more entertainment to this to the product of boxing. And we've got young fans who are like enticed to watch our product, and because of that, they now know who Canelo is. I know that sounds crazy, but they didn't know that the traditional boxing guys beforehand. So we're a positive influence in that regard, and we've never said our Misfits Pro is a different product to Misfits Boxing. Misfits Boxing is crossover, but we definitely draw the line on stuff where we think someone could get seriously hurt or it's unethical or immoral.
Right.
So there has to be a line, and I think those two examples are examples of crossing it.
Man, before we get you out of here, just for Saturday night, anything particular for the Miami crowd that wants to get out there that you're particularly excited about that you guys are putting on for this weekend?
We've got 2 future world champions making their debut on Misfits. That's going to be incredible. The rest of the card, I can guarantee you, especially people who poo-poo the space, this particular card, you're going to have a lot of really good fighters. For people who are influencers, YouTubers, streamers who've been doing this for less than 2-3 years, you guys are going to see their levels are really good. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting night of fights. So can't wait to see you all there.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the time. Really appreciate you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
There you go. Misfits Boxing coming up, James L. Knight Center on
The fight game and cussing.
Saturday. Yeah, well, just what it is, man. Keeping it loose.
I would, but I would say like there has to be a cutoff. Here's the problem. Money talks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that these cards that they putting together, you know, if enough money is there to be made, they'll put the card together and pay off who they got to pay off. If Mike Tyson is getting paid enough money, he'll go fight.
Yeah,
right.
And
that's the problem, that if somebody above all of the money, all of this doesn't come in and say, no, too much.
Yeah, because it's like Mike Tyson, like Holyfield did, even at 60. Like, damn, that guy looks like he's in good shape. They look it, but like it's just not the same. It's not the same. Doesn't fire on the cylinders like it used to. No.
Your mind say punch, and then by the time it get to your fist, you'd have been hitting the head 3 times. I'm just telling you, it's like your reaction time when it's 2 degrees. That's how it is when you get old.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because, like, especially for me, because I'm older than you guys, I remember a different Mike Tyson. I remember Tyson, you spent $100 or $70 to watch a 10-second fight and felt like you were entertained, right? That doesn't, that like now you, and what Mams is talking about is now if you saw that, you wouldn't say great fighter. You would be like, man, I paid, all this money for 10 seconds. So now they're trying to put other things out there to kind of make it worth the money that you're spending on it.
Appreciate him for joining the show. That's our show for today, everybody. And we will talk to you rascals tomorrow.